What's up, guys? I got on my headphones tonight to hopefully weed out any noise or issues. What?
What?
Oh, yes,
I was waving.
Munchkin's here with me. You can talk. I'm not
I'm
stopping you.
talking. I was talking. Well, the girls decided to come in the room to ask me how they're supposed to eat their nerds if you had a show. I'm not quite sure how those two things are connected, but hey, whatever.
Just because I got a show don't mean they have to stop
Just
eating.
eating quietly.
Eat quietly in the other
Right.
room. That would be awesome. That would be awesome.
Yeah.
Tally on demand, Timekeeper, Breeze, J. Jerry, Shopkey, Wally World, who'd I miss? Pat, J.R.
Hope
Baker,
hopefully no cockweasels in here tonight. Doesn't that give you guys just the best imagery
Harry.
ever? A cockweasel.
Well, yeah, there you go. That's just freaking awesome. I've been vaping this Ragnar a couple weeks now, and I keep hoping that the flavor is going to get better and better on it. All I know is it blows massive clouds, but I'm just not getting the flavor I want out of it.
Hasn't that always been the rule though? The bigger the cloud, the less the flavor.
Not necessarily. Usually, when you have a big cloud like that, you can adjust the wattage up to
Hmm.
where the flavor starts coming through. But I'm not one of those that likes a really hot vape. So I try to keep mine to where I have a warm vape, but nothing hot.
Hmm.
Um, I don't like I don't like hot vapes. So I try to keep that down. I'm definitely gonna put some more cotton in this, and I don't know if I'll be able to vape all the juice out of this before that
So
happens, but
I thought the draw for the Ragnar was the fact that the chimney was shorter than on the Aromomizer Plus, which is supposed to give you better flavor.
well, yes and no. It depends. Now, this does have a shorter chimney, but it's still a wide chimney. Um, there's factors involved depending on the coils that you put in here. If you still got that really big giant chimney, it allows a lot of vapor through there, but it also cuts down on the flavor.
Hmm.
So if they could now see, but if they shrink the chimney, then you're going to have a overheat problem. So I didn't make my gaming bed. No, I didn't, Tetley.
Now it's a mess. Just ignore it. You
What's
didn't.
up, Creed? How's
I'll
it
turn
going?
my camera off in a minute and make the bed, but yeah.
There you go. There you go. Yeah, I guess Speed. Haven't heard from Speed, so I hope he's doing okay. But I haven't heard from Speed, so no Speed tonight. So we got Munchkin.
Yay! I'm sure you guys are just super stoked for that,
So
right?
they are so excited.
I know.
Well, I mean, I got to admit, there's a lot of male reviewers slash shows that are just. What's up, Zach? It's just all
Thank
male.
you,
There's
Breeze.
not a lot of females besides the bitches. There's not a lot of
So you're
female
saying
shows.
vaping is a total sausage fest?
Yeah,
Yeah,
well,
it is.
it's a sausage fest. I mean, there's now don't get me wrong. There's a lot of females that vape.
Mhm.
There's just not a lot of females that do shows.
Mhm.
Now, I don't know if they feel like they're not ready to do shows or couldn't handle a show, but and usually it's a female that's with a male or something. But when you see all females,
Mhm.
Ruby show. There you go, dar thing.
Mhm.
Um, and it's weird because usually you get a bunch of females together on there, then all the guys go watch that show because it's a bunch of females. So
Mhm.
it's kind of it's like, well, what do you do? I don't know.
I think back on the other network, Vapors TV, females were a bit more common. When you get to a place like YouTube,
Hmm.
where you get a lot of randoms, being this is something that you guys will never encounter. The same with being a female that plays video games. There is a certain um how shall I phrase this? You attract a certain set segment of people that you don't want watching.
A scent? I was like, okay then.
No, not a scent. Not a scent. Okay, so you know the chicks with the tits out over on Twitch, that they're mad that they actually have to put their boobs away. There is
Harry,
one reason and one reason only that people are watching them, and it's not because of their opinion. So we tend to get those type of people.
Harry, I recommend the Mollicels for the Evdillo. The Mollicels fit in there fine. Um, I have the Mollicels fit in there. You know what batteries don't seem to, and you may have Galicies. I don't know what 21700s you have, but my Galici batteries don't seem to want to fit. They have a thicker wrap on there, so it's kind of like um, there's certain mods I have, and the Galicies just don't want to fit in there. And I think, I mean, I can force it, but it would probably tear the battery wrap on there, which is bad. So I didn't want to do that. So the Evdillo, as far as the Mollicels go, they work great on there. You have Everlast. I have not heard of Everlast batteries,
I've heard of
but
Everlast batteries, but not for vaping.
right with the is that
Flashlights,
the
maybe.
cat? Is that
What?
Everlast? I'm thinking. I'm. Do you not go back that far? You don't remember the batteries that had the cat on there? That wasn't that Everlast?
I've never
I'm
paid
not
much
that damn
attention
old.
to
You don't
battery
remember the batteries? Oh
logos.
my gosh. Well, anyways, it was like
It
a
sounds familiar, but
oh the purple the not you have
Creed says that's ever ready. And Dom Long wants to know what he's missing out on Twitch. Nothing
ever
anymore
ready.
because
There
we
you
made
go,
them put their
Creed.
clothes back on.
What a what battery am I trying to say? It's the name that the people that make the freaking battery chargers.
E-Fest.
That's it. E-Fest.
I
That's
cheated.
what he
I
has,
said it.
not Everlast. E-Fest. I couldn't think of the name of it. Oh, you have the E-Fest, and the E-Fest don't fit. I don't think I have any E-Fest 21700s. Um, I have some Emrans, but I don't recommend those because they have very low amps. You want to get a good 21700 that has high mAh and high amps. So if you find one of those, the Molicels that I have, and then I have some Samsungs, and the Samsungs to me, they're both the Samsungs and the Molicels are both great batteries, but the Molicels to me last longer, and they have a higher mAh, so that's why they last longer. But really like the Molicels, and they're usually a little bit more expensive, but they're not that bad. If I was you, I would definitely get, four batteries. That way you have a spare set that you can throw in the Evdillo and just swap them. But yeah, I mean mine. This mod's been sitting. I haven't even really used it, so the batteries are still completely full, and I have the Kelpie on top of it, and this probably needs a wick change out in it too.
I'm being
It's just
stared
not.
down by a chihuahua.
It's not. The Chihuahua is fine.
Yes, because she's up here staring at me, not you.
Is it the 42s? Ooh, I don't remember. Aren't they the 40s? I don't remember on the Molicel. Here, I got the battery itself. Yes, P42A here. I'll let you see this. There is the actual 21700 Molicel P42A is what I have in here. These work great. So if you have any questions about whether they not work or not, I mean, I'm putting the cover on it now, and it just clips up in there, no problem. Comes
Well,
right
yeah,
back on.
Jay
Good to go.
Jerry, but like he said last week, do you really want to remove that because do you want to tailor your mod to one set of batteries that are too tight because then everything else is going to be too loose?
Right, right. Yeah, if the batteries you got are too thick, they have that foam piece that's on the battery door. If you remove that, the batteries will fit, but then you're stuck to using just those batteries. Honestly, I don't like modding it to make it fit different batteries unless now if you had like 8 of the EFS batteries, then maybe that's something you should do. Hey Gail, you managed to
Kaylee.
stay awake, by God. Gail fell asleep during the show last week, and I was like, damn, I don't think Gail would do that, but I know she didn't do it on
Well, it
purpose.
is late over there.
You know what mod kind of looks like the Evdillo? Not, I mean, just looking at it on my desk, if you look at it a certain way, um, they look similar. This is the Minikin, whatever, V2, V3. Yeah.
Hmm.
And
Yep.
I couldn't remember.
New
I
one.
still don't know how to get it out of temp control. I can change the wattage for the temp control, but getting it out of temp control, there's speed. Thanks, speed. Now I gotta fix this.
Good.
Forgetful Red wants you to re-wick the fatality. Do you have one of those handy?
I will find one. Oh, wrong button. Hold on a second. Let me get us adjusted here.
Well,
Uh,
somebody,
oh, I'm clicking the wrong thing.
short and may go by the name of Munchkin said you were doing the rose, so I had to join to see the
The
rose again.
rose.
Yeah.
He broke the rose. He
Yeah, the
sabotaged
rose
the
is
rose.
broken.
So he
I
now
Well,
didn't
don't get
sabotage it. It just
I
broke.
I don't believe that.
I literally I
Just
tried to
broke.
clean it and I was like, okay, I'm gonna
Just
clean
fall
Uh-huh.
this and I'm
apart. I
gonna.
don't know what
So,
happened.
so did he grab that 5 pound sledgehammer and try to clean it with it?
Maybe he was trying to bust some of the crud off of it. I guess I'm not quite sure. I wasn't here when it
Oh,
happened.
so
I
five
have
pound
not
sledge with a chisel.
witnessed
There we
the
go.
broken rose. I'm just taking his word for it that it just fell apart. I don't know what happened.
If I
Uh-huh.
could
He's been
wick the
taking a cue
fatality.
from the children.
I'm gonna look for that fatality in a minute, Red. I know which fatality now, the M25 or the original 28 millimeter fatality. That makes a difference. You can buy wraps and isolators from that battery, and I got some, but can't remember the name of the store. Ooh, I don't know in the UK, Pat. Was it? Is it
Everybody.
Natural Vape, Nature Vape? Are they the ones that sell the battery wraps and isolators? I don't know in the UK that sells. I mean, you can buy wraps all over the place. The problem is finding the insulators, and you definitely want insulators because,
I would imagine for a thing like battery wraps, you would not be stuck
And,
purchasing just from a vape stop because you can rewrap any type of batteries.
and
well, I
there's
mean,
there's
most of the
links
time you
to
can use the
Pastec.
insulator that's already in the battery.
Mhm.
If it's not damaged. If it's damaged, you need to replace it. But
When in
the
doubt,
battery should already
replace.
have insulator in there, and you can just take that out, put it back in, put your wrap on there, heat shrink it, boom, you're good to go. But yeah, I would, yeah, the original fatality. Oh boy, yeah, I'll have to look for that.
I
What?
have one
What?
right here.
Do you?
I do.
It's not like I don't like the fatality. It's just I've got so much other stuff on my desk right now. I had
Yeah,
to
Like
I've
put the
got
like
I've
the
got
fatality.
rose?
one right here that
And
you could
yeah,
rebuild.
the rose is right here.
Mhm.
Look at there. It's just broken.
So what part
What
of it
what
broke?
yeah.
Well, number one, the little
Mhm.
ceramic cup that sits down inside here, it's supposed to have little nipples that stick up right here where your wick splits out.
Don't
Mhm.
tell me you broke the nipples.
I broke the
He
nipples.
broke his
I
nipples
couldn't
off.
find the hole and I broke the nipples. And then
Oh man.
the the other main thing that the reason really why I can't use it is one of the O-rings where the tank seals
Mhm.
decided it wanted to stretch out and then it wouldn't go back on there. And then I lost the O-ring, so it's
So
missing an O-ring.
you need a
Oh,
replacement O-ring.
Dolores put links in for a new rose for you.
Nice.
Ah, yes.
She doesn't want you to go without, babe. She knows
Well,
how much you loved the rose and how heartbroken you are
yeah,
that
I
it
love
fell
the rose
apart.
so much. It's like my favorite. Hell no, Addie. There you go. Oh, I need to fix that. That's not right. Let me fix this over here. I
I'm
think.
sure we can find replacement parts for you.
I'm fairly certain though that we've seen Scuba build the rose. No one has seen Speed build the
I know,
rose.
right?
And
Speed
I'm
That's
tries
because
to.
fairly
I've never built
certain
it.
that I bought you one.
You
Yeah.
did.
I did. I did.
Yeah. I may have misplaced it. I didn't get rid of it, but I may have misplaced it.
You may have lost it.
Yes.
So I don't know what happened to it. That's
Yeah.
just both of you. He
But
broke his, you
I'll
lost
guarantee
yours.
I did not break it.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
As far as you know,
No, it's not. I'll
because I
guarantee
don't
it's
know
not
where it
broken.
is.
Y'all want to see Speed cuss a lot? Let him try to build that thing. I've already had Go ahead,
Come on
Gail.
in,
Feeling
Gailey.
Call in.
feeling
I
pretty
don't give
good.
a darn. Gail, if you need a link, I'll give you a link. You can call your ass right in. I got no problem with that. She's probably
Well,
like,
You
thanks for
threw it
no.
asking.
out.
I'm
Yeah,
doing pretty
the
good now.
dire thing
Hey, big
says you
car.
threw it out totally in one piece. It's not broken because I chucked it in the dumpster while it was still in the box.
You know, the bitches
Well,
were
that
reviewing.
that could be a reason why I wouldn't know where it is.
Right?
The bitches were reviewing the Drag X, and I send you the link.
I'll do it.
Uh, do that,
Yeah.
uh, Munchkin. And I, I'm not really into pod things, pod type systems, but that one's interesting just because I like the shape of it. From what the bitches said, it's got really good flavor and a good draw on it. It does have adjustable airflow on it. It reminds me of the SL class from Yeehee. Looks very similar in its shape. It's got that round back with the
Oh
front
yeah.
that pokes out. Same thing.
Check Facebook, Gailey.
Um, the Drag X, and then they have a Drag S. Now the Drag S is internal battery, and the Drag X uses an 18650. Obviously, it would be a lot better of a battery power if it was a 21700, but that would make the mod bigger. And but the pod itself holds 4.5 mils. There's Gail. Look, oh, see, I got
Hey,
the screen sorted,
hey,
but it
Gail.
didn't mess anything up.
And you just got
Really?
it wanted to.
When you
It
put
just
your glasses on your head, it makes you look like you have horns. I like it.
Well, I'm a
Keep
horns.
them
chat
there. It's
dog.
great. I like it. It's
Oh,
all tiny horns.
are you trying to say Gail's horny?
No, well, I was
Well,
going
we need to ask Anne about that
going
one.
going with the evil thing, but I'm not sure where your mind's at there, Speed. But sure.
Look,
I
did you
felt, I felt
notice?
so, I felt so guilty because I can't believe I missed your show last week. I fell asleep, which I never do, and I felt so bad that I'd missed your show last week. But not only that, I woke up with that feeling of I was supposed to do something. Do you know what I mean? Like, oh no, and I had the fear, and then I realised it was because it was Friday and I missed the show.
I'm just easy to forget. That's what it is. You're like,
That's all. The
oh,
first
You
show of yours I've missed in about a year and a half, nearly 2 years.
wow. Hey,
you had a
it's fine. I missed
you
a
had a
couple
show
because I
last
didn't
week?
know what time. I get the whole time difference thing so screwed up. So I'm like, okay, another show's coming, but I don't know what time it is. And now they're
Like,
back on
Seth's
YouTube.
time
So
sucks. I'm just gonna tell you that right now. He'll say, "I'll do it in a few minutes," and it's an hour later, or it was just a few minutes ago. No, it was 2 hours ago. Yeah, he has no sense of time at all.
okay, there you go.
okay, there we go. That's it.
That's my excuse.
You know,
Yeah, so he
Did,
could say Gail's coming on in 15 minutes, and he checks 3 hours later. Why aren't they on? They were supposed to be on.
well, that's why I thought I'll put it in his group and then he's got no excuse.
right,
Well,
right.
okay, you put it in the group, and then I messaged him and said, Gailey, just put it in your
Hey,
group.
Moose.
See,
They're
I
on
knew,
today.
I knew I could rely on you, Munchkin.
But I
That's
was
it.
already looking for it. I was like,
Uh-huh.
okay, and I was over on Twitch because I thought, are they going to broadcast on Twitch or whatever? And then, but it was on YouTube, so it popped up on my phone anyway. Hey, they're coming on in 30 minutes. I was like, oh, cool. I'm finally going to catch the show on time.
Yeah, we moved back to YouTube permanently now. So
Are you
That's
back on
awesome.
YouTube?
we made the decision, Speed, a couple of weeks ago. We've been on Twitch for a couple of years, as you know, and at the
Yeah.
time when we went to Twitch, we did for a couple of reasons. There was the thing hanging over YouTube where they were going to stop vape reviews and vape shows and things.
Mhm.
But the way that it's went, and we've also had a lot of contact from our viewers and supporters and that saying that they were struggling to watch the show on Twitch, that there was a lot of buffering, that there was problems with them getting logged into their Twitch accounts and things. And we thought, do you know, everybody's saying they want us back on YouTube, so we
How
just
did you,
decided to come back.
Munchkin, you're logged in as me up there. I was like, I did not just type that.
What?
I'm
She wasn't typing
on your
either. She's got her
computer,
arms
I'm
You
logged
crossed.
in. Yeah, because I'm logged in up there. So I was like, I did not just type that. But hey, that's cool. I'm magic.
Oh, Munchkin, you can have all kinds of fun now.
I can't. Look at that.
I'm like, hey, I didn't even type that, man. Hey,
that.
TTG. I was like, okay. I was like, wow. How do I? I'm thinking
Oh,
and it's
I
typing
knew.
out.
Okay.
Did y'all
Sorry,
notice that
Dylan. It's a
Gail
while since
cut her
Dylan got the
hair?
top.
Mhm.
Yeah, I've had it all cut.
You see it's short now?
It
I
looks
was like,
good.
whoa.
I
Yeah, it's
need
not.
I need a haircut like that.
I
No,
just
hell, you
know.
don't either. Um, it looks good on Gail, but if you cut yours short like that, I don't know. I don't know.
I
You-
think
She's
This
just
is
like
too
beautiful long
much.
red hair. No.
Munchkin flat
What?
top. Seriously, flat top.
Flat
You
top.
could rock that.
No, that's a bit. I look like a boy with short hair, so I'm just saying if I could cut like 3 pounds of this off, it'd be great.
Yeah.
So what are you gonna do with the other 6 feet
Hey,
then?
Munchkin, I
What?
forgot. Do you still have the cow outfit up there?
Yes,
Are
but I
you
don't know
calling
where it
Munchkin a
is.
cow?
Well, we got to do the whole mood thing, and because
Can't believe you said that.
right,
I had, I've been getting trolled all night. Scuba said he'll wear one if you wear one, so you've got to do it now.
there you go. Because I know there's one here, and I tried it on. Munchkin can verify. I
I
tried,
have a
and it
photo
fits
of him
me.
in a cow outfit.
Yes, she
Yes,
does have a picture of
it
it.
does fit you. Hmm.
Where is the
But I'll tell you
picture?
what, the bitches are going to do a charity stream at some point soon, so we'll do it on the charity stream.
There you go.
So
That sounds good.
okay, this is even better though. I have a cow onesie. I also have a pink bunny onesie, which
Well, I think Scuba
I
needs to
would
wear the
love to
pink
see
bunny one.
Scuba in the pink bunny onesie. I can even fashion a little fluffy white tail to attach to
This
it because it doesn't have a fluffy white tail.
Yeah,
this is
Munchkin.
not a Christmas story. I'm not. I don't want to wear the pink bunny outfit like that
If
little
I've
boy.
got to wear a
Oh,
cow one, then I think you
it's
should have to wear the pink bunny one.
Mm,
You
you've
would
already
look good in the pink bunny
decided
outfit.
you're wearing the
send the bunny to speed.
I'm not sending my bunny onesie to Speed. Um, he can go
Thank
to
you.
Target and buy one just like everybody else does.
Oh, I
We
could
don't have
see.
we don't have Target here.
Oh,
Right.
poppycock.
So, Speed, how are you doing? I know you went to therapy and everybody was asking about you, and then they were like, "Where's Speed?" And I'm like, "He had to do therapy." And then the next week, I was like, "I guess he's still in therapy." I don't know.
I still am. I actually the only day I don't go to a doctor, chiropractor, physical therapist, massage therapist is on Sunday. Every other
Wow.
day I'm
So
going.
you're going every day.
Yeah,
Damn.
I literally just before I messed up your window, I had just got home. I brought dinner in the door, set it down, and came up and logged in.
Just one, Pat? I got. I need closed captioning for this.
Dolores, I considered shaving my head off because my hair is so long now, which y'all can't really tell because it's just slicked back. But I was
We're
gonna
not
wear my hair
doing
to the
that.
side today just because it's so freaking long. I can almost
Do you,
put a ponytail in this now.
well, if you
No,
don't
you
have a
need
ponytail, it's not
pigtails.
that long.
Yeah, no, we're not
I,
shaving your head.
well, it's very
No.
long and it gets on my nerves because
If
it's
you
that
shave
long.
yours, I'm shaving mine.
I I can show you how to cut your hair.
I'm good. I'm good.
You're
Chicken.
not going to let Munchkin cut it for you.
and
No, no, no.
No?
Might as well
I'll
shave
cut
his
it for
head.
you. I'll
No,
cut it for
I
you.
made my mother cry last time I attempted to cut hair, so we're
Oh,
not
okay, right,
doing
I
that.
get it now.
Yeah,
Okay.
no, no.
Pat, who is
Dolores,
it?
that's a what I use.
Understand?
Clippers.
thanks to Millen calling me Schooner. Um,
Oh my God, DeMillan, you're
and
going back in time here. Flobies.
and then now, Pat was saying that if I was to get a pod system, it would be destroying the market like Juul is. And I don't see that, Pat. Now, this is the problem. Now, a lot of us like rebuilding stuff. Like myself, I love the fact that I can rebuild most of the tanks and stuff I have. But the majority of the vapors out there like buying pre-made stuff, pods that they can just
Hmm.
put juice in, drop it in, and go. They do not either want to take the effort to try to learn how to build or don't want to fool with it. Juul's a whole nother story. That Juul, you can't put Juul with all the other pods on the market. That's a
Well,
whole different ballgame.
rebuilders and hobbyists like we are that come to the shows and go to the conventions, well, when they have them, we are the minority.
Right,
Um,
right.
yeah.
Yeah.
Most people buy pre-made coils or tanks like the TFV4 or the Baby Beast or something
They
like that. They
want
can
what
just
we all said when we originally started was I want something small that I can carry in my hand. I'm never going to need one of those big giant mods that looks like an
Yeah.
old cell phone. I'm not going to carry that around.
I'm
So
going to save so much money when I'm
exactly,
vaping
this
and
is
not
the only
smoking.
thing
Oh
I'll
man,
need to
I've said
buy
that a bunch
ever.
of times. I'm gonna
Yeah.
save so much money by not smoking.
Hey, look, if we put all the money that we have spent on vaping together, it's still not as expensive as chemo.
But that,
This is
well, yeah, if you go with the chemo route, yeah.
that's true. Very true.
What? Coffee? You
Coffee.
bumped your head. The kids want coffee. They want to do an all nighter or something.
No, the small people cannot have coffee.
Coffee would make you fired
What?
up. You wouldn't be able to sleep. That's
Actually,
bad.
coffee does the exact opposite to them because they're small and have energy like hummingbirds. But
Well, that's
So it,
true.
so
yeah,
it does put him to sleep.
yeah.
It's
Well,
possible.
especially the
Well,
youngest one. Yeah,
Do we have any Benadryl? I'm
it's
if
just
like a
kidding.
if
sedative.
if you put a if you put a half a shot of something in there, it might help him sleep better
You
too.
know, speaking of shots, the little one challenged him when we were making dinner the
What?
other night. She challenged him. There's some hot sauce that Patrick, my son-in-law, made.
Oh
It's
man.
Carolina Reaper soaked in vinegar and seasoning, right? She's like, Steve, open that cabinet and there's a little tiny glass. I want you to pour the hot sauce in there and drink it. So yeah, they challenged him to take a shot of hot sauce. But then they also stepped up to the plate and took their own little shot. They are 6 and 7, and they did it too since he did it.
Yeah.
Good
They're
on
brave little children.
Wow.
It's hot. I mean, it's
So
very
so
hot.
Scuba, you actually took the shot?
Yes, of course.
Hmm.
I'm not afraid of hot stuff. I like eating hot. I mean, you can ask her. I love eating spicy stuff. Just some of
Where's
that
that
stuff
black
like
chip?
that black chip was way hot.
Yeah,
Way hot.
that's just stupid hot. That's unnecessarily hot.
Yeah. I wasn't ready for that. Roger seems like he eats it and it doesn't even bother him, you
But
know.
those little people, they actually took a bite of a Carolina Reaper.
Wow. My
Yeah.
Yeah.
son's like that. My son eats like the hottest curries you can get, fowl and vindaloos and fowls. He eats and he'll just sit and eat like Scotch bonnet chilies and things like that, like their apples. And oh no,
See, I
Yeah.
I
like
like I
spicy
like
food. I
chilies. But
I
chilies
don't want to
don't
burn
fit
it up.
me.
Right.
Yeah,
See, now that pod kit that they showed, there's
this
another
one.
one on the market. Yeah, that one. Um, there's another one on the market though that has like
Well,
all these
now
adapters that has a
now
510 and all.
hold
I
on,
like
hold on,
that.
hold on before you go there.
What you were
Yeah.
So
meowing
Gail,
at?
what do you got in your hand and tell me about it?
It's a Drag X, Vupu Drag X.
Yeah.
Now, for those that know me, know I'm not a pod person. I'm not a fan of pods. Never have been. I've reviewed quite a few pods for the channel. Anyway, to cut a long story short, Zan, as you know, has fallen out of love with vaping a wee while ago and was just looking for something to give him his nicotine because he couldn't be bothered with rebuilding and all the rest of it. He heard about these and he ordered one and he got it and fell in love with it straight away. So I had a wee try and I thought, I quite like that. And I ordered one, and then Bunny and Jules ordered one as well. So we decided we would review them on the channel. So it's a single 18650 magnetic pod. Now it comes with the 2mm pod, but you can actually order the bigger pod. I've got a 4.5mm pod with it. And there's a variety of sock coils that you can get for it. At the moment, I've got a 0.3 in here.
Oh,
You can get like a 0.6, you can get a 0.15, you can get mouse to long ones as well. So there's a variety that you can get for it, and I am absolutely blown away with how good this wee thing is.
it
I
comes with
would
the
not stop using it.
4.5 here in the States. I
Kinda
think it's
Yeah,
because of y'all's TPD. Yeah, when
yeah,
I
because
looked
it's
it up,
TPD. Yeah.
if y'all are interested in one of those, I went on Element Vape's website. If you're in the U.S., they have them for $44.95, and they have a 15% discount with the coupon code like SS Pod takes 15% off. So the the kit, which comes with the pod, two coils,
So obviously in the UK we have TPD, so it comes with
right
that, but you can order the 4.5 mil tank, which is
there it
that.
is. Yeah. I think after shipping and everything is $43.01 or something like that from Element Vape.
It's
Thank you,
not a bad
Dolores.
price.
Does it
Yeah.
seem to you guys that vaping is I don't want to say taking a step back as though it's a bad thing, but kind of returning to its roots before I mean cuz I know everything that started out was mechs because people they pretty much made their own aside from cigalikes. But it's reverting back to the beginning where variable voltage was a thing
Well,
and
Yeah, Grey
stock
Munchkin.
coils
Oh,
were a
hang on.
thing and now it's coming back.
Yeah.
So Gail, that's The Drag X.
The
Drag
Drag
X.
X,
Yep.
yeah.
They,
The X is for a single 18650 speed. You can also get the S, which comes with the built-in battery. But for the Drag X, this one, I'm vaping the 0.3 coil with a single 18650. I'm getting about 8 hours out of it at 35 watts.
Okay.
So
yeah.
it's pretty
Look
reasonable.
on Element Vape
And the
Speed. They
flavour,
have a
Trust
sale
me,
right
I'm
now.
I'm on Element. I'm on Element.
the
Yeah.
flavour
See,
that I'm getting from the pod in this is as close to an RDA flavour as I've ever had out of
that's
a
pretty
pod.
good for a pod.
Which one do you? Which color did you get?
She got red.
This is red with
There's a
gunmetal.
blue though. There is a
Bunny
blue.
got the blue with gunmetal. Zan has black, but that's the red one.
I don't see gunmetal. All
Hey,
I see
King
is.
Cobra.
Cobra.
Yeah, I didn't see. I saw carbon fiber and
Yeah.
blue and red and
I don't even
It's
see
actually,
red. I see blue, retro, chestnut, marsala,
but
classic.
the actual thing is gunmetal. It comes in. It's not black. It's
Well,
gunmetal.
Marsala,
what?
would that be red? Like
Marsala's
Puffy.
the
You're
the
gonna have to
color?
ask
That's marsala.
Nani
Okay.
because I can't do it right now.
Well, I think I'm gonna order the blue one.
There you go.
I'm
That'll be
actually,
awesome.
we're very impressed. All three of us have been impressed with them.
I
And
just
I'm
think
surprised because I don't normally do the pod thing, but
I'm with Munchkin though. I think it was a couple of weeks ago I was saying about the whole reverting thing. We go
yeah,
from the mouth to lung over to the direct lung, and then the squonking thing got around, and then
yeah.
these big wide open, and then we're going right back to the mouth to lung thing again. And then I think it's just making a big circle, and life is the same way. You know, start off in diapers, and then when you get old, you end up back in diapers again. So it's just a big circle. It's doing the same thing with vaping.
That carbon fiber one looks pretty good though.
Yeah, carbon fiber is not bad. Marcella is red. There you go. Yeah, it's weird. I don't know why they named them stuff like that, but yeah, the Marcella one kind of looks reddish.
I agree
But
though. Do you not think as vapers and especially hobbyists, you go through that whole journey with your vaping and you do tend to go back to your roots? I know I went through a phase where I wanted to go back to mouth to lung and
yep.
I did that for a wee while, and then I went back to the mechs and all that sort of thing. I think it's all part of the vaping journey as a hobbyist though, is it not?
King Cobra, I wanted to order that too, the new Titan. Yeah, because I'm using Munchkin's Titan right now because mine either walked off or disappeared. I don't know which yet, but it's gone. Um, I,
That's what makes it great though. Not that your shit disappeared, but that you can jump around to whatever suits
Yeah,
whatever's going on in your
right.
life, because sometimes you just too busy to worry about rebuilding and stuff like that.
yeah.
So
It's
to be able to have the option to
Hey, Zan, look, he's got a
use
vape in his
different
hand. He's not.
types and different styles of
So
like devices is great.
yeah.
so Gail, with that Drag X, you just replaced a coil in the
Yes,
pod, right?
yes, you do.
Okay, so I need to get replacement coils.
Yes.
They sell right there on the same page where you order the mod. It's got a link that says replacement coils, not the pods, replacement coils, and you can get the point
Yeah, yeah,
0.3, the
yeah, yeah.
0.15, whatever,
I'm just
whatever.
asking some clarifying questions, dude. You're about 2 minutes behind where I'm clicking.
All the Vupu PNP coils are compatible with it, as far as I believe.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, and I'm looking at the PNP coils, pack of
I would
5.
recommend the 0.15 coil from everybody that I've spoke to.
That's what I was going to
That
ask
seems,
is which one.
yeah, that seems to be the consensus. Seems to be that the 0.15 coil is the best coil.
Okay.
See, I thought about that too. I was like, if I got it, I'd probably get the 0.15. But the only thing that means is if you put 0.15, you're going to have to turn your wattage up, so you're going to have less battery life. If you get the higher
Absolutely.
ohm coil, then you can use lower wattage and still get a good vape, I think. So
Yeah.
I don't know. I'd probably go
Well, that's
somewhere in the
partly
middle.
why I've kept the 0.3 in it, and I'm sitting at 35 watts.
Yeah.
Because it's a different vape. I want a different vape from my standard box mod with my dripper. Do you know what I mean? So it is.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I vape the 0.3 at 25
Yeah,
watts.
I was just telling everybody you really like it as well.
25 watts. Wow.
But yeah, no, it's definitely one I would recommend.
Yeah, I wonder why they called them PMP. I know PMP is plug and play. They should have called it P&V, plug and vape. I'm just thinking.
Yes, Pat, it's a mesh coil. And yes, I have dry hit on it already.
Oh no. That's gotta be nasty.
Gail could dry hit
That
if it
was
had a
nasty.
giant tank on top of it. She'd still dry hit the damn
It
thing. I don't get
happens
it.
sometimes.
I know.
Didn't you get a dry
Regularly.
hit the other day?
That's my first dry hit in like 3 years, and
Hmm.
I forgot what. Oh, I turned the juice flow off on this or something,
Is that the
and that's
Ragnar?
why I got the dry. Yeah, this is the Ragnar.
See, I got a
So
So
dry hit the other day because I can't see the juice is so clear that I can't tell when it's empty until I get a dry hit, and then I'm like, oh, yeah.
so how do you like the Ragnar?
the Ragnar, I mean, I'll keep it real with you. It's great for clouds and stuff. The flavor for me is not as good as something like the Fatality. I mean, the Fatality kicks its
No.
butt
And like
flavor
I
wise.
said, I mean, it's not there with the fatality,
Right.
but it's got really, really good flavor, and it's a heck of a lot bigger than the fatality.
Oh, definitely bigger. I mean, I don't have to fill this thing hardly ever. It's got plenty of juice capacity, but
You
um,
wouldn't expect the flavour to be as good in that as it is in the Fatality
right.
because of the difference in size.
Yes, Dolores, I'll be doing the Ragnar. I'm gonna try to find the and probably the Kelpie and maybe even the
Well, the fatality
Fatality.
was requested first, so I think you should start there.
I'll start with the Fatality. You have
And I
one up there.
happen
Well,
to,
I'm
I do
scared to
have
look
one.
at yours.
You should
What
be.
was that supposed to mean?
I'm coming to get the Fatality, and we'll find out.
I'm gonna check it real quick. I can't. I forgot how to
What?
take this
Are
damn
you
thing
both
apart.
walking away on us?
Oh, it's
No,
all right, Speed. I'm here for you tonight, darling. I'm here.
I know. And Gail, I so appreciate that because I hate being by myself.
Every time they
Because
walk away on you and you're left on your own,
I
you're
know.
like a lost soul.
I know when I'm sitting here,
Need the
I'm like
top.
shopping,
Here, here's
trying to get an order on Element Vape.
Where's the damn trip tip?
I don't know. It probably got stolen. You got extras.
His
Find one.
voice got awfully high pitched there.
He does because he busted me trying to take the tank apart so I could
Oh, really?
rip the cotton out of it
No,
before.
you don't need a
Aw.
longer coil, Pat. It takes a standard coil.
What's that?
Pat was making the comment that if you're using a bigger tank, you need a different coil, but you don't. It's a standard coil for the
Yeah,
tank.
yeah.
How long has that been sitting there without juice in there?
Long enough.
Okay,
Oh,
well,
I can tell you exactly how long.
How?
You want to know?
Yeah, go for it.
It's been sitting there without juice since it ran out of juice.
okay. See, actually, what had happened was, is it was sitting on the back of my desk and got tipped over, and all the juice ran out of the air holes because it's been sitting so long.
It's
So
Munchkin's fault.
I took it apart and I rinsed it all out. So it shouldn't be too gross because I did rinse it out so I didn't get juice all over my desk.
Yep. It's all Munchkin's fault.
I've heard a lot of good stuff about the Romomizer V2 Timekeeper. I wanted to get the Ragnar because it was like a bigger version of, well, not a bigger version because I got the other one I got is absolutely, the Voltrove is huge along with the Mod Father or something. I got some really, and the Titan,
Why did
but
they just call it the Aromomizer like +1? Because
I know,
it's
right?
well,
Steam Cave and me do not get on. I've got a wee pile of Steam Cave stuff in the
Really?
garden that I've lost patience with.
well, I like the Aromomizer Plus. I just don't really see the huge difference between that and the Ragnar, except for the name.
I
It
agree. I
looks to be
think,
the same
to
tank.
be honest, I think it is pretty much the same tank, isn't it? And
It's just
No.
shorter.
No.
is it not? No.
No. There's differences there. The airflow is different. The chimney setup on them is different. I'm just kind of going off the top of my head here.
Jesus.
Listening to Scuba grunt. Are you looking for the hole?
No, I'm trying to get this tank apart. No wonder she couldn't get it loose.
For some reason, that just didn't sound right.
Oh no, Creed.
What?
I'll show you. I went to screw this down.
Oh, well, shit, I'm not looking at the cast. All right.
So the 510. Shit!
What?
Yeah, the 510 came loose. And I didn't even
Well, you
screw
could
it tight.
All I gotta do is glue it back in there.
So you can't find the hole and you can't screw.
He's got a screw loose.
I'm sorry, Munchkin.
Now I got to figure out how I'm going to get this off. Get some glue. I will do that, Creed. It's cool. I just uh,
You're just breaking
I
shit
didn't
left and
even
right,
I
aren't you?
didn't even put so I didn't even screw it on that tight, and it just came free.
Okay, Gail, it's on the way.
Good stuff. I'll be really interested to see what you think of it, Speed.
Yeah, yeah. I do a lot of the pod system, so
Yeah.
Hey
Well, I'm
TTG,
not, but it's one that I've kind of constantly had in my hand since I got it. So yeah,
can
it
you
looks like it's a
believe
nice
that?
cross between them.
yeah, it
I
is.
still got the original TTG pliers from way back. That's what I'm going to use to get this off because it is on there. Oh wow,
Well,
that
at
worked
least it's
right
got
off the
that
bat. See that? That
the
was
Ultim tank, so you can't break it.
it works perfect. And there's the
Oh,
pipe
so
in.
so you were able to take that one apart without breaking it,
Yes,
Well, because it's not
unlike the
glass.
Rose.
super glue will work. I got some super glue right there. Crazy
What
glue.
happened with the rose scuba?
Rose, what? No, no, no
What
rose.
happened with the rose being broken?
It
Well,
just fell apart.
when I okay, when I was doing the Ragnar, I told everybody I was going to build the Ragnar and the Rose on the same show. The
Mhm.
problem was when I took the Rose apart to clean it, it broke. I mean, it's been sitting there so long, it just the ceramic little bowl broke first,
Okay.
which that wasn't the problem. The ceramic bowl I could have still built on it, no problem. Even the inside of the Rose still has the metal tips on there, even though that one's missing, it would still worked. But the O-ring missing, if I build it now, it is going to
I'm
pour juice
fairly
everywhere.
certain you have an epic fuck ton of O-rings.
That's
Yeah,
really coincidental, isn't it?
It is.
yeah.
It's just
Uh,
amazing how it
okay,
just
now I'm going to take the
fell
Stevie
apart.
Dilligaff Porter build stand, and I'm going to try and get this tank off because
But you know,
it's
here's the thing, Scuba. It's really bad because I mean, Munchkin went to all the trouble of getting speed of rose and all that sort of thing. It'd be really sad if you didn't build the rose with speed,
Mhm.
especially when
But
your viewers are really wanting that to happen.
you
Well,
know what's
and we
interesting
also
though,
made sure that
Gary?
somebody else had the Rose
Yeah,
too.
Vic also got himself a
That's right, he
rose.
did.
Yep.
No, no,
Yes.
Vic did not
Well,
get
he didn't get
himself
it
the Rose.
himself, but he got
So
it.
you gifted me one, and I made sure Vic got gifted one.
Well, this is true. So really, Scuba needs to get a rose so that you're in there and you're doing
I think he
whatever.
does.
Yeah, I do too.
And
y'all just
Scuba, I know you may not give me your address, but I know somebody that will if
yeah.
I
Hey,
keep saying it.
look now. Y'all just want me to get really mad during my cast. That's what
Of
it is.
course we
No,
do.
no,
It's
we'll
really
make sure you
funny.
take your blood pressure medication and get a couple drinks in you, and you'll be fine.
It'll be
Okay.
So
highly
we'll do
entertaining.
an extra long
Mhm.
show. So we'll have a drinking contest for the first 2 hours,
No, that might
and
not
then a
be.
4 hour Rose build.
A drinking contest. Speed, you couldn't. There, you no way. You can't hang with that.
I didn't say I was going to be part of it.
Oh
Yeah.
no, you're gonna be part of it. Hmm.
All right.
So I'm just gonna throw down the gauntlet. The rose will not be built until the rose is built by at least two out of the three
Oh, Creed,
owners.
I've got it. I've got it, Creed.
I think that's a perfect plan, Munchkin. I totally
Hmm.
agree.
Yep.
Yeah, this actually is not that bad. Uh, Munchkin, I'm surprised that it doesn't look
No,
like
it's
total
not as
hell.
bad as stuff I see coming from Scuba.
I fired it too fast and turned it off. Okay.
What?
Mm.
Whoo, man, that smells like a fire. Okay. Now we have to make sure the coils are gonna. I'm still gonna have to wash this thing out, and she didn't have a drip tip on
Wow.
this thing, so I got.
No, I did
Luckily,
have a drip tip. I just borrowed it for another from an. But yeah, I
I
took
did
it
the same
off.
thing because look, I got the fatality drip tip on top of the Kelpie right now.
While Scuba's playing around with this, just to give everybody a quick update, because I see a couple of questions coming in.
Go for it.
And I don't think I've said anything. So as far as my accident's concerned, I'm getting better. My back is doing much better. I don't have anything seriously wrong. I have no broken bones that I'm aware of. Um, Chiropractor thinks I might have a cracked rib, but yeah, there's nothing I can do about that, even if it is.
True.
It's mostly muscle issue. So I'm still dealing with some ribs that are really tight. The muscles are just, clamping onto my ribs. Um, and then I've got some spine issues where things are just kind of going out of alignment. The neck issue that I had is almost completely healed up and gone now. So everything's good. Doesn't look like I've got anything major going on. It just may last for a little while. So that's what's up. And I'm got a lot of physical therapy and chiropractor visits and everything else going on.
Well, I'm glad you're on the mend. It's been a
Oh,
sore
thank you.
one for you.
It has.
Yeah,
It
it's been a
has.
sore one.
Yeah, I never want to see another, dump truck on its side coming at me again.
No, it's
Well,
not
I'm sure
nice.
you and a lot of other people probably feel the same way.
Yeah, I did find out more about what it did to the truck, and I'm so glad it hit where it did, and not further back.
Hmm.
It it hit hard enough that not only did it bend the frame, it shifted the engine 8 inches to the passenger side, broke all the motor mounts, broke the engine away from the transmission, broke the transmission housing, and the separation between the transmission and the engine. The mechanic said he could put his fist through that gap.
Wow.
Wow.
And he goes, and there's more damage, but that's kind of the highlights. That's just behind the scenes. So
Mm.
yeah,
Yeah, but for the grace of God, eh?
yeah. Well, like I've told some other people too. It sounds strange, but I'm glad I was there
I can
because
understand that, yeah.
if I wasn't and there was people in regular cars there,
Yeah.
that would have been a multi fatality.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, it would have just crushed them.
It would have.
Yeah.
It would have.
So I mean, the guy ran a stoplight. Did he just not see it? I mean, do you know anything about what
I've
his deal
somebody
was?
sent a video, and so
Mm.
it's a pretty bad video. It's kind of like somebody going, "Hey, I got video of Bigfoot."
Yeah.
It's kind of video like that.
Yeah.
Um, but you can see the guy as he runs the red light, and how long that light had been red before he ran
Hmm.
it. So he had never even seen the light. He never slowed down, never hit his brakes, and just
Was he
plowed
under the
into the
influence or
first one.
something?
I don't know. But it's mandatory for all commercial drivers that when we're in an accident, we have to go
Hmm.
through and be tested. So he should have been tested.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that'll be one thing. The cops think that he was looking at his phone
Mm.
and
Right.
missed, not even seeing the light and just plowed right on through,
Wow.
literally.
This
Stephen Taylor, yeah, the truck was totaled. As far as I know, all vehicles involved in the accident were totaled,
Wow.
and
Well,
nobody
these,
had
these
serious
humps of
injuries.
metal can be fixed, lives cannot be replaced. So,
Right.
Yeah.
yeah.
I may have to replace this coil. I moved one of the coils. Let me see if y'all can see this. And one coil has got a really hot leg over here, right there. I think it's cracked right there on the wrap. So when I go to fire this, see how it's firing down there
Hmm.
first, right there on the side? That's not a good
Exactly,
thing.
Stephen.
So I'm just gonna
So
put
you're
some
gonna,
new coils in there.
yeah, I was gonna say you're gonna rebuild.
Yep, I'm gonna rebuild it because I mean it's better safe than sorry. Because what'll happen is if I was to go build on that, what you're gonna have is one coil firing way faster than the other one, and then you're gonna get that burnt nasty taste, and nobody wants that.
Do you have coils down there? I have some up here if you
I have
want.
some wire that I will make into coils. You have some? No, no, no. We don't do pre-built.
No, they're not. I think these are. Somebody sent these to you,
Oh, okay. Well,
but I don't know who. But I didn't know if you were in a hurry
if
since you have
they're
three different ones to build.
no, I got no. We're good.
Okay. Well, you do you. You're good. That's whatever you want
Munchkin
to do.
is really good at making coils.
No, Munchkin
She
is
can
not.
she can whip out two
I'm
coils for
trying.
you, nothing
I'm
flat.
trying to be off screen.
No.
My bad, guys.
No, Munchkin builds basic bitch coils. That's why I got myself a scuba, so I don't have to worry about that no more.
Well,
Right,
that's why
right.
I said you're good at building coils.
Oh yeah,
So
supervisor.
what I have is a just really long strand
Thanks,
of
Moose.
fused Clapton right here. Really long, 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 long strand of fused Clapton. So that's what I'm gonna make the coils out of.
Yeah, King Cobra. The my chiropractor told me that I've got at least another 2-3 months of some pretty good pain going on before I really start to feel better.
Damn.
Sucks. Are you using some CBD?
I can't.
Oh, of course, right enough. With being the driver.
Yeah,
And you're back to work now, aren't you?
yeah, I'm back to work. What's kind of amazing though is work is the place I work. They're being awesome. They're helping me stay with limited duty and everything, even though the
Mhm.
doctors released me to full duty.
That's good.
So they're taking it really easy on me, and they really like what I do. So they're doing something that is not real common, especially for them, and they've moved me into a trainer role.
Nice.
So I'm training new hires now.
Hmm.
Very cool.
Well,
So
I
now
mean,
I
I
got to
guess
teach them
that
how to get into a
works.
big accident without it being
Yeah,
their fault.
works for them though because you're less likely to. I mean, sitting in a truck all day, especially if you're still going through physical therapy and you're still in pain, that can actually make it worse. So, in the long run, for them, if they want to keep you around, it's cheaper for
Yeah.
them to move you to a different position than to risk you taking off
Well, they're kind of leaving it in
time.
my hands as far as well, they also know that I'm working with a lawyer,
Hmm.
so they're being really careful.
Right.
Um,
Very
but
supportive.
yeah, they're kind of leaving it in my hands. If I say, "Hey, I want to do something a little bit harder and see how I do with it,"
Right.
they're like, "All right, let's give it to you. Well, we'll give it to you. Let's let us know how you're doing. And if I do good with it, then then I'll keep doing it."
Mm,
Yeah.
right.
So I've never worked for a company that's been bending over backwards as much as they are to make sure that I'm progressing the way I need to be.
Well, that helps.
Hmm.
It takes a
It
big
does.
weight off your shoulders when you're getting support like that from your employer.
Yeah, and I've worked for some pretty good employers, but these guys are. It's one of the reasons why, because people ask me, they're like, "Well, why did you decide to do that job and take such a big pay cut?"
Hmm.
This is why.
Well, you
It's
were
working for a
working your
company like
ass
this.
off before, so.
Yeah, yeah. There's no stress on this job. As much as people
Hmm.
think there's a lot of stress driving truck, there is no.
Hmm.
It's no stress.
When you've done the jobs that you used to do and the amount of stress that you were under before, then yeah,
Right.
Yeah,
definitely.
yeah.
I
I
think
started
this.
explaining the stress that I was under, and they're like, "Okay, yeah, you can shut up."
Yeah.
That might be a little too much. I'm gonna go with 4.5 millimeter. I didn't remember what I did on the fatality, but that's 5 millimeter there, and if I tilt
Now
that over,
4.5.
it's gonna go a little too far,
No, you
and they're
went
gonna touch
4.5.
each other. 4.5, okay.
Yeah,
So let's take it to 4.5,
you could have
which is
asked. I would have told you.
I didn't remember. I mean,
I'm
I'm
glad you
older than you
remember.
are, and I got better memory,
yeah, there you go.
and I can still find the hole.
Well, that's questionable.
I can bring Venus in here.
Hey, I got mine
Why
right
would you
there.
try to embarrass her like that?
Yeah, I didn't say what hole.
That's it. That's so bad.
That's
That could be
even
even worse,
worse.
isn't it?
Right, yeah. Yes, that's even worse. Yeah.
Yep.
You're digging that hole bigger.
Hmm.
Yep. Bigger shovel.
Yep.
Man, those look like store-bought coils. I don't. I'm impressed with myself. All right.
Yeah, but dude, you didn't take the price tag off.
I don't think any of our stores around here actually sell coils, do they?
I
Never
I'm
haven't
sure
tried.
they
seen
do.
any. No, it's a damn good thing we can
I'm
make
sure
them.
they do.
I
What
don't
to
know. I
say?
know my old or not my old friend. That sounds rude, but my friend Kim, she didn't build and at all, and she started getting into rebuildables right at the time when the shops could no longer do your coils, which everybody still did around here. They just didn't really advertise it, so she would go in there and sweet talk them and get them to. She's a total Karen though, so
Yeah.
they probably did it just to get her the hell out of the way, but they still did her stuff for her, which is good because she was trying to call me to have me do it, and I'm like, look, I build basic bitch stuff. If you want fancy
There you
shit,
go,
I
Steven.
can't do any of that.
Yeah. I've got to say I've kind of gone past the whole building my own coils bit now. I use pre-made coils. I just I've got better things to be doing in my life.
Right.
Sitting waiting.
Yeah, I can't. I can build coils, but I'm
Yeah.
not going to.
Yeah,
Nothing
that's
too
kind of
much
what
on
I've got to. I just,
That's the main thing. As long as you can, if need be,
well, that's it. I can do it if I need to.
there
But
you go.
Right.
I just
See,
don't
I've
want,
never had
a bunch of bands happen and then you go, I don't even know how to build coils. That would be bad.
I've never had good luck with the pre-made stock coils though. To me, they
yeah.
always start off great, and
Mhm.
then after a couple hours, I can taste that warehouse flavor, and I don't know if it just
Ugh.
soaks into the cotton, but they all end up having that same pre-built warehouse flavor to them that I
Yeah.
don't get with wicking it myself. But
Not
now
the
I don't mean the
warehouse flavor.
pre-made coils like this that you wick yourself. I mean the
Yeah,
pre-made plug and play
spot
ones.
coils, yeah.
Yeah. I always get the same, and no matter what tank it is, oh, you're gonna love it. They've done so much better. It's gonna taste so much better. It does for the first hour, and then it's like, there's that flavor again, and I just can't.
I've never had that. No, I've never had that.
I've
Yeah.
never had that
I
either.
don't use a lot of stock coil things now at all. I'm more RDAs. I use my RDAs
Hmm.
pretty religiously. So, like you, I would rather wick it myself and know what
Right.
cotton's going in it, and you know.
Yeah.
Yep.
This is going to be
Well,
interesting to
I'm
try
gonna
the
go refill
fatality
my
again.
beer, so I'll be right back.
Okay.
Refill your beer. I'm going to need a refill pretty soon, too.
Me too.
Well, you got it right there. I don't. Okay,
Yeah, but I'm probably out of ice, so
this is actually firing pretty good now. So now we're
Yeah,
ready to put
Dolores, I'm
cotton in.
kind of the same, Darren. That's partly her hands. Dolores is saying her hands are jacked. I'm the same with arthritis in my hands. I kind of struggle now with the dexterity of it with arthritis. So yeah, I'm kind of.
I'm going to let that cool off a second before I put cotton in there.
That's why I have a Zan.
There you go. Everybody's got to have a Zan. Oh, no. Okay. Everybody can't have a Zan. All right.
yeah, we
Is that
speak
cooled off
Taiwanese,
enough?
Dolores. You're good.
Taiwanese, yeah.
Hmm.
We got Taiwanese down, man. Look at that. It's got even got some pretty blue showing up on here. And this is Kanthal. It's not stainless steel or nickel or anything like that. And I'm just going to take Muji cotton. There's my Muji. And the good old Harbor Freight snips that I told everybody about that they should all invest in because, man, they're good at cutting cotton. As long as you only use them for that, you can't go out and trim your hedges and then come back out and cut some cotton with them.
No, that doesn't really work. And as far as price goes, I don't know when the last time you guys went and bought scissors was. They're not cheap for a
No,
good
they're
pair of
not.
scissors. It's like $12 for scissors. Are you kidding me? Yeah. So they're kind of. I've always gotten lucky because I've always just acquired them from work or whatever, So last time I had to buy scissors, I was shocked
Yeah.
that they cost that much money. It's ridiculous.
So
Well,
here,
I decided the last time I bought a really good set of scissors, and I decided, you know what, I'm not buying anymore, and I invested in an electric sharpener that sharpens
There you go.
scissors as
oh, there
well.
you go. There you go.
I thought, you know, that's so much easier than having to constantly replace them when they go blunt.
Hmm.
So I'm sitting here in this cast and I'm making kind of questionable comments. And I'm
Mm-hmm.
coming back upstairs from getting the beer. Venus is on her way down. She goes, "Yeah, I just finished an interview." Oh, I was like, you didn't hear anything I was saying, did you?" She goes, "No, you're fine."
So in
Oh,
other
thank
words,
God.
she heard it, but they didn't. Yeah.
Probably. Yeah.
So usually on the fatality, this is one of those RTAs. Considering how deep the juice well is on this, I just basically put my scissors right up against the base of the RTA, and then I hold my cotton out straight and snip. It's that simple. Um,
Well, we've been
sometimes you
watching
may
you build
want
the whole time.
just a yeah, yeah. No, you're not gonna watch me build the whole time.
No, I had the cat. I didn't. I'm not watching the cast. I was watching Zoom. So
Oh
I
yeah,
was like,
we're watching.
no one
Yeah,
can see what you're doing. But yeah, we can. Never
I've got
mind.
the
yep,
cast on here. I'm watching them build.
Yeah,
yeah.
I know. I've got both going.
Yeah. Zan uses the M25. He loves it.
Yeah.
He
That
uses that
M25
all
is
the
awesome.
time as an
I love
RTA.
the
Yeah.
M25.
Well, as
I
you
also
know,
like my
we got
Ragnar
we
too.
got the clone M25s to review, and mine was terrible. It had a short in it. The build quality of it was terrible. It shorted out.
Really?
It shorted out 5 sets of coils. I went through trying to build it live in the show. It just
Damn.
terrible. Both the other girls, they had no problem with theirs.
Mhm.
But yeah, mine was terrible. It went straight in the bin. But Sainty, who's obviously in chat, Sainty had sent me his original, his genuine one to try out. So I had tried that, and that's the one that Zan actually uses now.
Hey, John Q.
Cool. Yeah, I'm surprised you had that many problems. Even out of the clone, most of the clones that they were making were decent quality. I'm surprised you got one that was just
It's
all
the only
jacked up.
clone thing that I've had that was really, really poor quality.
Yeah,
Um,
there we go.
I just don't have the patience to do RTAs. I really don't.
So,
Oh,
Gail, I got to ask you, have you, other than your haircut, have you
Mhm.
changed something else? Because you look different. You're looking really good. So I'm just
Thank
kind of
you.
wondering, like you've lost weight or something.
No, I wish I had. Coronavirus lockdown did not go there.
I'm gonna put this
No, I've
strawberry
just
cookie on here to see how
no,
it tastes.
just me, just doing me.
Okay. Okay.
Thank you very much, though. Appreciate it. Yeah,
Maybe it's just been so long since I've seen you.
that's probably what it is. It has been a wee while, hasn't it? It's been a minute.
It's the haircut. You just can't get used to it. That's what it
Do
is.
you know, I got to the stage I couldn't cope with the long hair anymore. It was really, it was, and as you know, I suffer from the chronic migraine all the time, and I found that the long hair was actually making my head worse. So it's actually easier having shorter hair. I
You
know
know, I
that's
got past
crazy.
that. I got past that long hair stage when I was like
Did you?
18.
Yeah, yeah.
I had a
I'm not,
headache
I'm
all
not
day
ready to quite
yesterday.
go that far yet, Speed, but
Right?
I might work up to it.
But
I can show you how to do it.
17-hour headache, and I'm pretty sure it's because I had my hair pulled up in a ponytail all day.
It does. It makes a
Yeah.
big difference.
And I know how to fix that.
Well,
Vic.
I just
Where's
heard.
my
Is
hair?
that Vic?
That is
Hey,
Vic.
Vic.
Look, everybody
now-
still fits on the
now-
screen. That's
Now,
impossible.
Vic knows how to cut his hair.
Scuba,
Hi, John.
Uh-oh.
Scuba, I've grown 3 more grey hairs just watching you build.
Oh, I'm doing this slow for a reason. Somebody's watching me. Are you kidding me? Now Vic thinks he builds so fast that he's like, oh, you're slow as hell, Scuba.
Yeah, when you got Vic screaming at the computer going, hurry the fuck up, you're taking too long.
Did you see, and I posted in your group, but you probably didn't notice, and you probably don't even have a fatality anymore to put the drip tip on top of the kelp because it fits
No.
perfect.
I'll guarantee he's got his fatality. I'll guarantee he's
It
got
has
But
it
the
has the
bigger
curve that actually matches the top of the tank. I mean,
Now-
you can't
Vic, you've
look at
got a
that.
worried look on your face,
Now
but I
that
know
we
you
have
got it.
Vic here,
Yeah, I've got one up there.
Victor,
Yeah.
Try the
Gold
drip
one.
tip.
do you
Yes.
still have the rose?
It's up in the studio.
Oh.
See,
So,
every month.
yeah,
Vic, where's the
so-
hammer of God? It's up in the studio.
That is
So-
actually.
Come on,
So-
this is not an issue because Zan and I can't go to Irvin to the studio and bring it from the studio
you
to
go.
his house.
Scuba's rose spontaneously combusted somehow. It just fell apart.
Scuba's going to spontaneously get one in the mail.
I,
So this needs to be arranged because everyone wants to see Scuba build it, and it's only fair that you and Speed also join in.
well,
and
and see,
all
and then
three.
Vic hates the aqua effect, so he got rid of it, which was probably the smartest thing he did because he freaking, if he would have had to build that,
Oh, really?
y'all just want to see me cuss on the
Vic,
show. That's what it is.
I've seen those. I can gift one to you.
No.
Aqua effects. You
Yeah.
gave that to Castle, didn't you? And he
Yeah, I
loved it.
gave that to Castle because Castle thought it was an awesome tank.
And you know what? He used it right up until recently when the ceramic part of it broke.
Yep.
Yeah.
To
Now-
each their own.
On your review of the Hammer of God, I gotta nitpick Vic while he's here. You said that's a fully mechanical mod, but
Yeah.
does that switch?
it?
Does that switch have wires going to it?
Oh God, here we go with the wire
Yes,
fucking
we-
thing.
What do you look?
we
If
argued
it
about
then
this
it's not a
after
full
we watched
mechanical.
your
That's what you call
review.
semi-mechanical.
No, semi-mechanical is when you have a MOSFET in it.
But you never said whether it did or not, so we were debating that which got into the argument about semi-mechanical and mechanical.
But here's the thing: Vapors Cloud is calling it a full mechanical.
So it doesn't have a MOSFET in there.
Nah, there's no MOSFET.
Okay, well then it's
It
mechanical.
just has wires.
I don't even think it's got wires.
If it don't have wires, then it's definitely full mechanical. But
All right, so I'm
Well,
logged
where
in
did
as
you get
Scuba,
wires
so
from?
he's missing everything.
I just
so, all right,
asked.
forgetful red.
Because I don't have it, I can't go. Hey, that thing's got. I don't know.
Scuba,
Wait,
Red,
wait a second.
wants to know if you put
You
the
don't
cotton
believe
all
Vic?
the way down or leave a little space at the bottom.
You leave a little space at the bottom, Red, because if you want the cotton to get good capillary action to where it can pull the juice up, you don't want the cotton like flush up against the juice ports, because then it's going to hit the side of the cotton, then it's got to soak through before it comes up. So
Agreed, Stephen Taylor.
leave some space. You want it down in that channel, but you want space so that the juice can go under it and up the wick. I haven't tried the fatality in forever.
Now, wait a second here.
What?
You were questioning Vic and him saying that it was fully mechanical, and you're saying it's got wires. Now you're saying it doesn't have wires,
Well,
or
we
you
didn't
don't
know if it had wires.
I don't know. I
because
don't have
Vic
the
never
mod.
finished
Vic has
it.
the
Why are
freaking
you
mod.
questioning
He
Vic?
never
Vic said
finished
it's
in
fully
the
mechanical,
review.
and you're saying, hey, it may not be.
Well,
Vic
because
said
of
it
where
is.
the button is and where the batteries are, I can't see how they can make that full mechanical. It would
So
have
you're
to have a
questioning Vic's
switch that goes.
authority in this. And how many reviews have you done versus Vic?
I've done 0 reviews.
All right.
Technically,
and
I
how many
guess.
subscribers do you have versus Vic?
Oh, don't even go with the damn subscriber count bullshit.
Speed, stop it. Nick will get a big head.
Oh,
Right.
sorry, Scuba. I just had to do that.
Oh my God! See,
All
that's
right,
I
Scuba, you're
love the
still my
fatality. Wow, that flavor of the fatality, and compared to the Ragnar, I don't know what Vic said about the Ragnar, but the
Good tank, the
fatality
Ragnar.
is. Oof. The
Not bad.
Ragnar, I mean, it's great for clouds and stuff, but I don't think the flavor is there like some of the other
You didn't
tanks.
build it right. You did
Like the
not build it right.
Well, on the Ragnar,
Yeah, it's got great flavor. It's not right there with the fatality, but it's got great flavor. If you don't have great flavor, you did not build it right.
I'm not saying it's got terrible flavor, but I'm telling you, this is
'Cause
kicking its ass.
I know
right
Vic.
now.
I know Vic did it, and he said it's got good flavor to it. And
He
I
said
watched him
good,
wick it,
not
and
great.
he wicked it right.
If I let her come down here and vape this and then vape the Ragnar, you'd
It
be
would
like,
kill
oh.
me because you filled it with 6 milligram.
Well, there you go. You know, I don't. Vic is drinking water on a Friday?
That's
In the morning.
vodka.
I'm
That's
surprised it's
vodka.
not tea or,
No,
I
that's
mean, milk.
vodka. It's vodka.
2 in the
It
morning.
just looks like water.
2 in the morning. Gail stays up to 2 in the morning, 3 in the morning, 4 in the morning. Hell, I don't know if Gail don't really sleep.
I don't sleep very well.
She did last Friday.
I did last Friday, and I can't believe it.
Is that a clutch? Is that what you're vaping, a clutch?
No, it's the Mono SQ.
Oh, okay. The clutch and the Mono
Oh.
SQ look
They're
similar.
very similar.
Yeah. I thought that was a
I've
clutch.
never heard of that.
The Mono SQ?
Yes,
Really?
Really?
Yeah, it's a little single battery mod with a shit chip and board in it.
Oh, I didn't even know it had a chip. I thought it was just a mech
It's
mod.
shit. All right
It's
then.
shit.
Yeah, shit.
I'm
A-
vaping it, but it's shit.
a shit chip and board in it called the DNA.
He has to test it, right?
Not the DNA. Oh my goodness.
Actually, it's not a bad mod, this. Not
Vic,
bad.
I see you eyeballing that window behind you.
What?
What's wrong with the
I
window?
see you keep glancing at the window behind you as you're holding the mod talking about it. You're like glancing at the window too.
No, I'm not.
Like you're gonna throw it out the window and test
Oh,
it.
yeah.
That was the
There you go. You want way more subscribers? Start throwing shit out the window. Just
do
put
that all the
some mattresses
time.
out there to catch them all.
So see, I do that all the time. I've got a wee mound growing in the garden of things I've lost patience with.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, there you go, Vic.
But
Nice mod.
Yeah. Q Mini with the, and his says vaping with Vic on there, damn it.
So if I'm I'm logged in as you. Who are you logged in as?
Me? I don't know how. Okay, so if I type and you type, we both say something. If I say hey, and then if you type, I don't know how we're both logged in as me.
I don't know.
Look,
I
see?
think I can log in as you anyway.
Howdy and
Oh my
hey, and
God.
we're both logged in as the same person. Okay.
Multiple personality.
Your munchkin, you could get up to some right mischief with that.
Okay, so somebody with a spanner, we need to ban Scuba because obviously it's not
Good
Scuba.
luck with that. You can't even, if you're a mod, you can't even ban another mod. It just
No,
don't,
you
it
can't.
won't let you do it.
I know.
This is really good, that strawberry cookie recipe.
It is good.
This is damn good. We haven't built, we haven't built Vic's juice yet. We have to build it. We haven't
Which one?
made any.
Which one are you talking about making?
Um, I don't know if it was the king or the queen or the prince
Oh no, you want the king.
or the jester.
Wait, isn't
The
the king
jester.
the peach
No,
custard?
King.
You want the
The king.
Elder King. That's what you want.
The elder
What's that?
Elder
king?
King?
The Elder King. It's got more cream in it.
Oh yeah.
Is that
A
a
lot
peach
more cream in it.
custard?
Yep.
You're welcome, Red. Hopefully that helps you a little bit. I mean, out of all the tanks that I got, and I got a lot of tanks because I do mainly RTAs anyway, the Fatality is still one of my favorites. I really like the trilogy though, but that
Trilogy's good. Yeah.
that one's just a little bit more picky about the build. You know, that whole wall thing. They should have made a trilogy V2 or 1.2 and fix that wall. You know, just put some cutouts where that
Yeah,
wall
that would
is
have been good.
so that it
Yeah,
wouldn't touch.
1.2.
Boom.
That's what they should have done. 1.2 like the Dead Rabbit V2 RTA.
The Dead Rabbit, almost two, but not. It's the same, really.
Same fucking tank.
Would that be that
No,
cash grab that you're talking about?
It's a two. It's
Oh
different.
yeah, he'll have all kinds of people raising hell with him about cash grab.
He's not even. He didn't even make an intro video. He didn't even bother this time.
Wow.
Oh really?
Didn't even make one.
So how long? Let's see. Rip Trippers quit, and then took him what 2 weeks, and now he's back.
Calm down, Vic.
Seriously?
Yeah, yeah. Rip
Oh,
Trippers.
Jesus.
Here's the thing, Speed. He said in his leaving video, I hate pods. Pods are ruining the industry. I don't vape anymore. This is not a vape channel.
In
It's
his
called
first
Rip
video back was a
Trippers.
pod, wasn't it?
No, it wasn't. It's called Rip Trippers. It's not called Rip Trippers Vaping. I gave up vaping. 2 weeks later, he came back saying, this is a vape channel. I'm going to review pods now. I'm going to start vaping again. Basically doing a 360, well, not 360, a 180 on every single point he made in the
Yep.
first video.
He
a
did.
full 180.
He didn't say anything about
So what he
all the
hasn't
people
said
get
yet
paid
is
now.
what he's smoking. Because it must be something damn good.
Mhm.
The Queen is fantastic. The Elder King.
Elder
right?
King. The
Okay,
Elder
Elder
King.
King.
That's the big creamy
See,
custardy one.
Yeah, but I like your original peach custard recipe.
Yeah, the original one was more vanilla custard. Yeah.
Yeah, but I like
Ah.
that's the one I
All right,
like.
so now I need to try the Elder King.
Yeah.
And that's
I
on
still
on
need the
e
recipe
liquid
for
too.
the Portuguese custard. That was good shit, even though I don't know.
Well, that
if
was
I
the
have
other
all
one, the
the
Portuguese
ingredients to make
custard.
it.
Yeah, the Portuguese
Oh.
custards. It's an eggy custard, the Portuguese
It's
custard.
good.
Munchkin,
Yeah.
I'll send you the recipe for it.
The Millen did a recipe for like a Portuguese tart that we tried, and it was really, really nice. And it was something I had never heard of it before until I'd seen her put the recipe up, and we tried it way back, and it was really lovely. It was
That
like a
apple I
Portuguese
made still
cake
sucks as far as I can tell.
Yeah.
And
very
it's been
floury.
steeping now for almost a month, and it's still.
I wonder if we could add something to it to change it. To
Somebody
make it.
said take
Well,
out
you could
hard
add some
candy.
grape to it,
I think it
that'll
was
change it.
DeMillan. She
Okay,
said
well, once
take
we
out
put
hard
it
candy.
in there, we can't take it out. I meant to add
Right.
to that particular bottle because I hate to waste stuff. I mean, it's not.
It has
gross.
that
It's
floral taste, you know,
Yeah,
like
it's very
some
flowery.
shit
Oh.
juices have that floral. Yeah, that's what I'm getting.
I wonder
It's-
if we could add a tea to it and make it almost like a green apple.
No. Instead of adding more flavoring to it, boost up your PG or VG, add a little bit more Nick to it to dilute the flavoring. That'll get rid of the floral
Right,
taste.
what have you got in it right now, Scuba?
It's like sour apple, hard candy, and I don't remember what the other ingredient
Granny
was.
Smith, green
Granny
apple,
Smith green apple or
sour,
something.
and hard candy, and I think
So it's
Yeah.
that's
all
literally
basically
it.
it's all basic apple flavors with a candy flavor thrown in.
Yep.
Here's what you need to do. You need to get in a where a cactus and put 0.5% in the mix.
Oh, the
Oh
cactus.
Does
yeah,
that
Yeah,
do?
yeah,
that'll
that'd be
cut
good.
some of it.
Will that cut through the candy flavour?
Thanks, Cassie.
It cuts through the bitter tones that you get with some of the citrus based vapes.
Right.
It may not totally take out that floral flavor though.
Yeah, that's true. You might not get rid of the floral flavour.
Vanilla says hard candy
Yeah,
turns it
that
into
the floral flavor is you're too
Floral.
strong in something.
Well, that's
floral.
why I'm
Yeah.
wondering if like
That's really difficult for
because
us to say, you know.
a tea
Floral
would
flavour.
work with
Yeah,
the
no, it's
floral
difficult
a
for
little.
me too.
No, what's the word that Gail can't say?
Dolores, it's Inawera cactus. That's what it's called.
Is that a Guinness glass?
Mm-hmm.
And you're
And
drinking
it's
When
also
did
water.
Guinness
got,
start making
I got
clear
this from
liquid?
Nina. I got this from Nina at the UK Expo. It's actually got vaping with Vic. Well, you can't see it. Vaping with Vic 2018
Yeah.
elitist bastard.
That's cool.
What's that
Got it
word
from
you
Nina.
can't say, Gail?
What
Floral.
Speed was just saying floral flavour.
Floral flavor.
Floral flavour.
Yeah, but not that one. The one you said on your show. Something about the moon.
I don't know, Scuba, I can't remember. Moving on.
Moonition, moon
What?
I don't even know what the hell it was.
Right,
What
okay,
word?
so right, I really need to think about it, right? I really struggle to say unanimous,
That's
right?
it. That's it.
And quite often when I don't think about it, I say moonanimous.
Moonanimous?
Moonanimous. Yeah,
That's
that's
why
it.
I like
unanimous.
unanimous better.
Hence
Moonanimous.
why they all want me to wear a cow onesie.
Oh, okay.
Hold on, Dolores. Yeah, that's the one. Cactus concentrate. It's based off cactus fruit. You do not use cactus as a flavor by itself. What cactus does is it buries into the fruit flavor and it brings out the juicy parts and it deadens down the bitters. That's why whenever I'm doing a watermelon recipe, I always put cactus in it. Any kind of berry, any kind of tropical, any kind of citrus, you've got to put cactus in there because it draws the bitterness down and brings the juiciness out. But don't use any more than 0.5%.
Yeah,
I
I was
had a
going to say,
0.5, it gets there.
even at that 0.5, to me that
Andy.
was a little bit strong.
I had a peach cactus juice that was actually really good at the start. It was a very creamy flavor, and then after a couple months, it kind of tasted like grass.
Yeah.
So I don't know if
So it's
Grass
got a
or
time
ass?
limit on it as well.
Grass.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah,
kind of
that's right, Dyer. It tastes a bit like prickly pear, if you've ever had that. It tastes a bit like that. Yep.
Yeah. Well, you've got a recipe with prickly pear, don't you?
Mm.
Oh, I thought you did.
Nah, not me.
Oh.
Watermelon, blackcurrant, or custards. That's basically all I vape these days. Well, tobaccos as well.
Your peach.
What, no
But
peach?
I've got to say, I know I'm biased because he's Vic, but his peach custard is out of this world. Talking of which, I've not had any for a
Yeah.
while, Victor.
That is a hint.
that was a big hint.
She'll come pick it up and bring you the rose while she's at it.
Yeah, and scones.
Mhm.
Yep. Scones.
Okay, Gail, I'm coming to visit.
The bitches
You're
went
more
over.
than welcome. More than welcome.
They got over 500 subscribers today. Y'all should go
We
over there and
did.
subscribe so that they can get up to 1,000 really fast. Not like
No.
I'm gonna.
Do you know, we
That
were
should be fun.
absolutely blown away because we only came back to YouTube 2 weeks ago and we have gained over 100 subscribers in the last 2
Wow.
weeks on our YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, we've been going 4 years, as you know, so yeah, we're blown away with the support we're getting coming back to YouTube. It's been really lovely.
That's what I was saying. There needed to be a woman show like that. You know, we got all these guys that do shows, and you just don't see women vape caster reviewers / anything really.
There's only really, in fact, there's only 2 shows with an all-female cast. That's what she said that Ruby Roo runs over in the US and the Bitches of Eastwick here in the UK. That's it.
That's it. Yeah, that's it. There you go.
I, for one, am very glad you're back on YouTube.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Huh?
Yes,
YouTube
a lot of
is
people have
so
said
much
that.
easier. It's TV friendly, phone friendly. I
Yeah.
like YouTube because I can just bring it up anywhere, and
I think a lot
Well,
of people were finding they were getting. I think because we've always tried to keep the bitches a chat-based show, like you do, Scuba, include chat as much as possible.
right.
And I think a lot of people were missing out on that because they were having to watch the replay on YouTube. So
Yeah.
that was partly why, they were wanting
Demillion,
to.
you're right. I apologize. Y'all do have females, but you do have Fresh 03 on there. That's a dude. And Addie Tooney, which is a dude. But as far as all females, that's what we were talking about. But yeah, y'all, there's plenty of females on that panel also.
The
Oh
bitches
yeah, Wendy
has
Vape
been the,
Show. Yeah.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
the bitches has been the first kind of all-female show because I mean that's 4 and a bit years the bitches has been going
Yeah, it was the first. Yeah.
with various iterations of us throughout that time. But yeah, it is good, and there does need to be more females
You would
heard.
have
I think.
watched if you known. Well, you know now, Unicron. Well, the bitches are going to be on Vic's show, I believe, next Friday.
Oh, I'm so
Thursday.
nervous. I
Thursday.
can't believe it. I'm going to be so shy. I'm
Well,
so
and see,
nervous.
in John
what?
Q, that's why there's not more females that do vape shows or vape because there is a certain segment of the vaping population that expects all female vapors to behave like vape skanks, and we're not. We're just normal.
Not vape skanks. Vic, I think you should
Um,
come up with a bunch of questions for the bitches because they do that to whoever they bring on their show. So if you come up with a bunch of questions for them, it'll
Oh
throw
no,
them off their
I'm not.
game.
I'm not
Scuba,
coming
be
up with.
careful. You're on our show in a few weeks, remember?
I'm ready, man.
yeah,
I,
you're gonna have to give me a heads up because I'm gonna have to pull that up and watch it at work so I can handle it.
Yes,
I,
darling.
oh Lord,
Yes, exactly. I will do the same thing.
y'all are gonna stop me in my tracks. What is that bright light you got, Speed?
What?
To your
Son.
right. I guess that's your
It's
right.
called the sun.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm
That
used to
big
watching
ball
the
of fire.
UK shows and there is no sun there, so no, it's dark there.
No, I'm genuinely very nervous about going on the show with them on Thursday. I think I'll probably be very quiet and I'll let Bunny and Jules run with it.
Now we know better than that.
You'd be surprised. I've been on Vic's show before and I was very quiet, wasn't I?
Yeah, you were
That was
actually.
like a rabbit in the headlights.
Usually you're very vocal, especially during y'all show, the bitches show. You're very
That's
vocal.
true because I'm in my comfort zone there. You see.
Well, they'll be with you, so you can still be comfortable. Just
And speaking of which, you're here, but where's Bunny?
Just have a drink or two. You'll be fine.
I actually was trying to persuade Bunny to stay up to Gatecrash your show tonight, but Bunny and Brew have opened their own vape shop. So
Oh,
she had to go to bed early because she's up to open the shop in the morning.
good for them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good. That's good.
I
So,
give her 5 minutes till she tells Pud off.
well, that
Not,
could be true, Dire thing. That could be true.
not flat cap. Okay. All right. Well.
The flat cap's already scared of me. I happened to get very drunk a few weeks ago and Gate crashed his show when I was drunk.
Did y'all see Vic's show? He's got a new intro going.
Oh, it's very fancy.
He gave away some Zoosex last week. I mean, last couple of days.
You're
Yesterday.
giving away Zeus X now?
He gave away
Aegis.
Aegis Sex with Zoosex. No, wait. Yeah, Aegis Sex with Zoosex on top
What?
of it.
We don't need to discuss ageist sex here. That's just bad. No Zeus sex.
So did you not recognise the intro, Scuba?
No, not really.
Never recognised the pattern.
No.
It's based off of Dallas.
Yeah.
The moving slides.
Oh, yeah. Well,
Are you
see,
serious?
that's one thing I'll give you. You're good in photo or whatever that's called, Photoshop or something.
Premiere Pro.
Oh, yeah. What Pro?
Premiere Pro.
Oh, Premiere Pro, right. I suck at it. I never even tried to get into it, and I know there's all kind of cool effects you can do. We can make some awesome intros, but I'd have to. You got to watch a lot of videos to learn how to use that stuff good. And I don't know.
That's why
Vic.
we have on.
Yeah, there you go.
Vic, I've got a question for you.
Ooh.
Scotch or beer?
Scotch.
All right, be right back.
Oh yeah. You know what? That's funny that you bring out that bottle. Is that Greenwich or
Glenfiddich.
Glenvich?
What did you call it?
I didn't remember how it was spelled. I know it starts with a
Scotch.
G. I know.
Glenfiddich.
Well, because you
whatever
can't.
the fuck you said.
Glenfiddich.
Yeah, there's some really expensive bottles of that I was watching the most expensive whiskeys and stuff, and that was on the list twice. Not that
Oh yeah,
particular one,
it'll be the Glenfiddich 50 and the Glenfiddich 75 probably.
probably. I don't remember, but they were very expensive. Like I'm talking like $75,000 or
Yeah,
more.
yeah. Where they made
I was like,
10
oh
bottles.
hell no. That's a little too much for a
That's the
bottle of
kind of
liquor.
whiskey that you don't drink. That's the kind of whiskey that you leave on the shelf and show off to people as they walk into your house. That's
Yeah.
what
I'll
that's for.
just buy an empty bottle and just tell them, yeah, I drank it. I'm not. That's ridiculous.
It was lovely.
Yeah, you should have been here. It was fantastic. You missed out.
You were missed, really.
Of course, you know what? The empty bottle is probably just as expensive. So it's
Aged sex or ages sex.
those are two very different things. Yeah.
Well, I mean, we had to give Vic hell about that because it sounds like they're saying something else, even though I know he's trying his best to make it sound right.
What? Zeus?
Zeus X. It's
There you
completely
go.
different from Zeus X. Zeus
That
X.
sounded exactly the same.
They did.
Yeah, it did.
See?
Zeus X.
See?
It doesn't. It sounds totally different.
Now,
Maybe
whoever
y'all.
named that, let's call it the Zeus X.
Vic, it
What
sounds
did
like
you
you're
just
saying
say?
Zeus
You know
sex.
they had that conversation and went with it anyway. So yeah.
Zeus X.
Yeah,
The
Zeus
Zeus
sex.
X, yeah.
Which one did she just say? I'd see. I don't even know.
No, Zeus X.
That was Zeus X. I got it that time.
Yeah, you got to do the full stop after the word Zeus.
Hmm.
X.
Do you know what I think it is? It's because we naturally speak so quickly
Yeah.
and our words do run together. We've got to consciously slow down.
So you
I-
constantly say Zeus sex.
I think Vic slows it down. There's been a couple times on the bitches show. I'm like, what the hell did they just say? Because they say it so fast. But yeah, Vic usually slows it down. Now the other people on this panel, they give two fucks. They will talk fast as shit, and I'm like, what?
Pud doesn't care. Pud
Yeah.
doesn't care.
They talk really fast, and I'm like, I'm from the Americas, damn it, and I'm from the South. We talk slow.
I think
We
it's a
not
bit
now. I'm not that southern. I'm not from like really down south in Alabama where we're really slow.
You are Southern.
That would be
You're still too
Tony.
fast.
I'm still talking fast.
Yeah,
Thank
no,
you,
even
Dolores. Thank you, darling.
It's not that I don't understand them. It's just I understand what they say if I get it. If they don't have a real long sentence that runs together really quickly, that's when I'm
they
like,
don't
whoa.
talk fast.
If
They
I've
keep it
had
dumbed
more
down
than
for us
3
Americans.
drinks, I can't understand the damn thing they say because my brain doesn't move that quickly to decipher every word. It's like I didn't catch any of that.
We
I have
need
no
to
idea
put-
what they just said.
Yeah. We forget sometimes because we're so used to spending
Why'd you put the
time
damn
with each other.
Ultim tank on this thing?
Because you broke the other glass. The one before that you broke
Wait,
indirectly. So
you
yeah.
broke more glass?
I only break the Kelpie. I broke the Kelpie glass twice.
Well,
He
that's
breaks
because you were
everything.
ate
So
up,
you
were
break
out
Vic's
of
stuff.
fatality glass.
What do you have against Vic?
Nothing. I'm still vape the Kelpie. Still vape's
Man.
fine.
I've
I
I
never
still
just
like
send you something and you've got to break it.
I've never known anybody that breaks so much vape using Scuba.
Well,
He doesn't
The-
break the gear, just
No.
the glass.
the main
Yeah.
reason that this broke is because
Gail,
the bubble glass sticks out. So depending
he
on what
only
mod it's
breaks
on,
what
it hits
Vic
the glass
says.
first.
No, he broke all my fatality glass. One of them was indirectly. He was not present for that, but it's still his fault.
That was the
course.
worst Southern.
Okay, okay,
That's
okay.
funny that imitation. Hell, I'm from the South, timekeeper. How was it the imitation?
Okay, well you slowed it down too much and overdid it. It was bad.
Well, I overdid it on purpose. That
You
was.
don't need to mimic a Southern accent. You already have one.
You are a Southern accent.
So the guy that did Cleveland Brown quit. Who was telling me you got a job, Scuba? You could go do Cleveland Brown. That was funny.
You probably could, but yeah.
Well, there's a lot of people that can do Cleveland Brown voice. It's not just me. No, Dolores, you know what? I don't think I've ordered from Fastech since the first year or so when I started vaping. Just because I can't stand waiting that long to get stuff. It takes
Oh, they're a
forever.
lot faster now.
Yeah, they did get faster. Um, I tried too hard. Well, that's what makes it funny, timekeeper. Try real hard. Oh, the guy, he was being pressured to quit. Wow, I didn't know that.
Well, yeah, there was some uproar because it was a white guy doing the voice. Um, so
Oh,
screw it, I'm
and
out.
the Black
Fine,
Lives
find somebody
Matter
Really?
else.
thing, and then yeah, so
Well,
really?
no, it didn't have nothing to
Let's
do with
not go
Black
there.
Lives Matter. It was white folks that got offended on behalf of black folks because there was a white guy doing the accent. I don't think anybody actually really gives a shit. But yeah, because white people
No,
don't
But
get
Gail, shut
offended on
up.
behalf of other people. So
Shut
but
up, Gail.
but the
Thank you.
women that do boy characters, that's okay
that's
because they
fine.
do it all the time. Like freaking
So I think we're 3-2 on this. So let's change the subject.
Bart Simpson is a freaking woman that does his
Yes.
voice.
Yeah.
That's okay? Okay.
Yeah.
Just
Apparently
making
so.
sure.
Yeah.
I'm just going to sit here and vape.
So Vic, what are you up to?
A call. Rented out a new office space. Well, I'll move into it end of next week,
What?
beginning the week after. So I'm expanding,
So are you taking both spots or just moving over to the next one?
taking both.
He will finally
So
have
you've
enough
got
room for that
Are you
damn
gonna
you'll
keep
have
them
slider.
separate, or are they gonna
three
let
offices
you?
now.
Or are
Three.
they gonna let you
Wow.
take the wall down and make it one big space?
Oh no, I can't take the wall down.
Oh,
There's a corridor between them.
So
okay, gotcha.
can you make it big door?
What?
A
A big
big door. Oh,
door?
make the door bigger? For what? I don't. I mean,
Well, the way it works is that the door to the current office is like there. Then there's a corridor, and then there's the door to the office I'm taking over. It's like 2 steps away.
Oh, okay.
wow.
Have you got
Well,
enough blue
I thought
paint?
you had an office with a storage space.
Yeah, that's full.
Yeah. So can't you take the wall out there?
No, because
Oh
well,
wait, you
here's the
said
It's a
2 weeks,
load
right?
wall.
So
that's the current office that I'm in right now.
Mhm.
Yeah.
see, that's long but skinny. I see
Yep.
now. Yeah. So it's not like a lot of room. Well, at least you got a place to lay down. You're like screw reviews. You just lay down on the couch.
Well, no, that's Vic's casting couch.
There's his little slide thing there. That's his casting couch. Oh Lord.
And that is pictures of the office that I'll be moving into soon.
So it's
Oh,
across the hall.
windows.
See, it
Does
looks
it
even smaller.
wait? Does your first office does it have any windows?
It's got one.
Okay. Oh, I
So
see it. Yep.
so I gotta have a
What,
question for you.
Dolores?
So when is Gail coming over to organize it all for you?
And silence, that's what I expected.
No, it's going to be me organising it all. I've got it all planned out in my head.
Listen, I'm not that bossy. I'm a
Here,
victim.
add this to your plan. You only have 2 weeks. You need to expand your alarm system to that side before you
Oh yeah, I've
move
already
any
got
of
them
your.
in.
Oh, you did? Okay. I was gonna say
I've already
make
got them
sure
in.
you do that before you put stuff in there. You don't need
Mhm.
another damn issue. That's for sure.
I'm delighted he's got this new office because it means that the other two offices might be tidier.
No, that's no. We all know that's not gonna happen. He does need like a little storage area to where he keeps all this gear that he gets that he's going to be giving away. Just
Scott,
massive
you've got
shelves.
that.
That's what the second office is for, the storage room,
That's
Damn.
and that's
Okay.
full.
So you do have 3 offices now.
Yeah.
But
And
it is
how many
better because when you were just in the one, I used to get quite distressed, didn't I? Because he had all the postage and the cardboard and the bubble wrap and all these sorts of things all over the office as well. And when I used to come down and visit, I would get quite distressed sitting having a cup of tea looking at the mess. I couldn't help myself. We used to go out and kind of tidy it up a wee
Well, at least you weren't
That was
staring at
his
stains
master
on the
plan. He
casting
did that on
couch.
purpose. Oh Jesus!
Listen,
I'm
what?
covered with a
Not a
blanket.
casting couch.
No,
Right,
no. Listen, I go and I sit in that couch and have a cup of tea. I don't
You're
want
not
to.
going to anymore,
thing.
are you, Kaylee?
No.
And it's actually not a couch, it's actually a sofa bed.
Yeah. That's
You're
There you
making it
go.
worse, Victor. You're making it worse.
I know.
Vic, I'll send you a bigger shovel.
I was gonna say a backhoe, but Vic's not allowed to use power tools. So
But yeah,
No.
that building took the brunt of COVID-19. That was a full building at one point. There was
Well,
a
they
call
had a
center
call
in.
center in there.
Yeah, there was a call center in there with a staff of 150 shut down. They basically went bankrupt, and their Glasgow offices are shutting down next week.
Yeah.
see
There
all the
was
call centers
there
around
was
here. They're like, hey, guess what? You can make phone calls from home.
yeah, that's
Okay.
what happened to them. That's what happened to half
Yeah.
of them. The
No, but
boss just
seriously, I mean, call centers, you are expected, no matter how sick you are, you
Mhm.
come in and you
Yeah.
do your job.
Yeah.
So COVID-19, welcome on in the door.
But what the boss did of that place is he basically contacted Lenovo, IBM, and said, "I want to buy 750 laptops. What kind of deal can you give me?"
Right.
And the way he seen it was this: it's a big outlay for all those Lenovo laptops. But
But
think
only
about it
once.
this way: he doesn't need to pay rent for that office. He doesn't need to
Right.
pay rates for the office. He doesn't need to pay. He doesn't need to pay any kind of travel allowances. He'll get the money back from it within a year.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, but see,
Well,
a
and I
lot
think
of people
what
don't think
COVID
that way. They
COVID
don't
did
think
prove
that
though
far
that
out.
a lot of our jobs can be done remotely,
From home.
and that
Yeah,
eliminates
absolutely.
a lot of overhead as long as
Yeah.
people still get it done.
And I think, as Vic said, this is only the beginning. There are a lot of call centres based in Glasgow and the
Yeah.
surrounding area
Mm-hmm.
because they did surveys in that a few years ago and they discovered that the Glasgow accent was one of the most pleasing when it comes to sales.
Mhm.
So I know, believe it or not. So I
No,
know
it's true. No,
Glasgow
it is true.
accent
It
and
is true.
Newcastle accent. So there are big call centres in Glasgow and in Newcastle, and there's going to be a big layoff of a lot of
So
them.
so Vic, you're laughing, but if somebody in the US hits somebody in Asia with an Asian accent, they're immediately turned off. But if they get somebody with a British accent, wherever they are, Scotland, Irish, UK, I mean, wherever, they could be London, whatever. That is an immediate plus
it
because
doesn't
that
even
is a
have
very
to
friendly
be
accent.
a foreign accent. If I get a phone call from somebody with a southern drawl versus somebody with a Boston accent,
Well, now that's true too.
I'm immediately, because there's some accents that just make the hair stand up on my arms and not in a good way. And one of them is Boston. I can't stand that accent. So I'll hang up on you.
I would agree with you on that one.
Yeah,
I
no.
would agree with you on that one. But no, Vic, it's some of the companies I worked for, we had studies done, and the UK accent, wherever it's from within the UK, was a very positive accent.
Yeah.
An Asian accent is a very bad one. The worst one is India.
Yeah, that's the
So,
same
yeah,
in the
people
UK.
automatically think they're less
Yep.
trustworthy. Yeah.
Yep.
Well, that's
Yep.
because they tell us their name
Everybody's
is Bob. No, it's
outsourced
not.
to
We know it's
India,
not
so
Bob.
immediately if it's an Indian accent, forget it. And
Everybody
they can
outsourced
actually
India.
be based in the US with an Indian accent.
God, Creed.
And it's like, no, I don't want to talk to you.
Yeah. There was studies done on it quite a few years ago about, yeah.
So
I
let's
just don't
see.
answer my phone, so it doesn't matter what you're calling me from call center. I'm not talking to you anyway. You can talk to my voicemail. So
Yeah, if I hear that noise in the background, I'll answer the phone and be like, no, I'm not talking to you. You're like,
yeah.
well,
Well,
why not? And I'm like, yeah, well, what call center are you in? Well, I'm not in a call center. I'm like, well, I know you are.
well, the
My
way I
Yeah,
see
husband,
it is,
my
if
husband
you know
takes
me, you'll
great
text
delight.
me.
My husband takes great delight in playing with these people and he keeps them on the phone for like an hour and a half and 2 hours and finds out their whole life history and things, and then all of a sudden out of nowhere just goes bye and hangs up on them.
Yeah, I've done that too. I've done that too.
We'll start giving the phone to Lily. She'll keep him on the phone for a while.
Well, what's bad is, I mean, I'm the person that actually ran one
Hmm.
and ran the quality for them.
Yeah.
So we have you to thank you.
Oh no,
For
I am
that.
their worst nightmare. They call me and I know all the buttons to push. I
Yeah.
know how to keep them on the phone and harass them and make them do things. Oh no, I am their worst nightmare.
I was the same speed. I built a call centre and ran it, and when you know how they work and the
Oh
scripts
yeah.
that they stick to, it's great fun, isn't it?
It is. It is.
Really good fun.
The COVID-19 hit that building bad. The call center left. Rainbow Services that got jobs for disabled people, they're bankrupt. They're leaving in September. Victim support went bankrupt. They're leaving at the end of next week. The building was practically full in March. Now it's basically empty.
So Vic,
Damn.
you're doing some serious expansion then, aren't you?
Just take over
Just
the whole
one
building,
office.
Vic. Yeah.
Well, yeah, but
building.
look at how much
Vic
you've got left to
Enterprises.
go.
It's okay, he's getting his helicopter pad put on the roof.
There we go. There we go.
That's messed up because
Vic, I'm
EH
just going to say one
Pro,
thing.
EH
just gonna say
Pro
one
was
thing.
going bankrupt, and Vic was
need-
about to make
you
the
need more
mouth to lung
Kelpies.
tank, and now it's like, what's he gonna do? Are you gonna?
I'm in talks with another manufacturer.
There you go. There you
And
go.
that would be office number 4.
Office number 4. Well, we got to head right.
There
yeah.
you go, Vic, Elitist Bastard Enterprises. That's your
Yeah.
name right there. You can just
Oh,
put it right
yeah.
there
No,
on the
that would
door.
actually be a perfect
Yeah.
name for you, Vic.
Yeah,
It would be.
It really would.
EBE Ltd.
We got to go to, well, my son gets out of the Marines. He's supposed to be back in Georgia on the 19th. My birthday's the 15th. He gets out of the Marines and should be back in Georgia on the 19th of this month. And we got it. So we're going down to Georgia, which is like way more COVID popular than where we're at now. So I'm scared that when we go down
I will
there,
spray a motherfucker in the face with some Lysol.
yeah,
Stay out of my
there's
bubble
not
or
as
you're
much
gonna get
social
sprayed.
distancing down there. So I don't know how the hell we're gonna manage that. But
I
yeah,
find we're going to
I'm
deploy.
telling you, I will spray them in the face with Lysol if they get in my bubble. I don't care who it is.
See, I find over here when I deploy the resting bitch face, it has the desired effect. The about turn and walk away.
Yet nobody can see that with my mask on, though.
Yeah, you just go
that
with that.
scared me. That bunny story. She was saying the guy was behind her and she could feel his breath on her neck. I was like, "Are you freaking
What?
kidding me?"
See,
Yeah.
that's too close, even not in the pandemic.
She was
Okay,
in the checkout
I
line.
didn't see it. What happened?
Bunny was in the checkout line, and this dude got so close to her, she could feel his breath on her neck, and she was like, "Do you need buy or something?" He's like, "No, I'm fine where I'm at." And then she was
I
like,
would have
well,
punched him.
I know. And she's like, "Look, how many items you got?" He only had one. She's like, "You can go ahead." I would have been pissed. I would have blew a cloud in his
I'm
face.
actually very surprised she didn't punch him because that's in Bunny's nature.
Yeah.
You
I
know,
would have turned around and said, "Would you like to hop on my back for a piggyback ride? Is there a reason you're standing so damn close?" Yeah, it's
that's
exactly.
well, I mean, when you're a tiny female, yeah, I know y'all have heard about man spread, right? When dudes sit down, we
Oh,
have
yeah.
we really have to physically claim our space.
Absolutely.
If not, it will get taken over. They don't mind hovering over you and standing literally on top of you because, well, you don't need much space. You're this big.
Funny
Yeah.
enough, I've never had that problem.
Well, how tall are you?
5'6", 5'7".
Okay, I'm
Same height
5
as Vic.
foot 1, so I'm.
Yeah,
okay,
no,
so-
she's
wait,
exaggerating.
So
She's
Bunny's
4'8".
taller than me. Yeah,
Bunny's
so
the same height as me. Bunny's the same height as me.
they
yeah,
give
I
Vic
get powered over a lot.
a lot of crap about being short, but I don't think Vic is that short.
He's
He's
not.
Uh,
He's 5'7", 5'6", 5'7".
Solom's actually shorter than me, Mark.
What?
That's
Solom.
what I thought.
My-
I was like, I
Vic-
don't think Vic is that short.
Is my wife taller than you are?
Well,
How
what
tall's
height
your
is
wife?
5'6".
About the same height.
At the same height. Same
Wow.
as us.
See,
Okay,
5'6"
shorty.
is tall to me.
Munchkin's only like 3 foot tall though, so.
I am.
All right.
Hey, but Vic,
Good
Vic,
things.
I
come
got to
small
tell you though,
packages.
she does not shuffle.
I don't shuffle either.
Oh
I
hell.
take small, deliberate steps.
Okay, Victor.
Hashtag Gwen is taller. I think
Gwen
Gwen
is
is
actually taller. Gwen's
I've
taller.
used my
Gwen's taller
elbows
by an inch.
She is. We still got the
Wow.
marks on the door frame to prove it.
Mhm.
Y'all didn't
Well,
mark the door frame. All right, y'all got to stand up
unfortunately-
against the door frame.
Yeah, John
Yeah, we
Q,
did.
you are correct. You go to a vape convention as just short people and you're face to face with all kinds of shit that you shouldn't be. That's why my motto is to wash your ass because,
I was
giving
gonna say you're
short
not face
people
to
are
face,
fucking
you're
crazy.
face to ass.
Yeah, I mean it's bad and getting hit in the face with backpacks and book bags and wash your ass. Take a shower before you go to a vape convention.
Oh
For the love of
Lord.
God, please wash
Oh
your
no.
ass.
And
It's
there's
bad.
nothing worse. You smell them before you see them.
Oh
I
my
Yeah.
don't.
god.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's like literally in my face. So yeah, I don't. I just
You're
turn
walking
around.
around
Boom,
smelling
ass
all
right
these good.
there.
Oh, that's a blueberry. Oh, that's cinnamon. Then you're like, oh,
Oh,
that's
that's ass.
badass. Oh my god.
Yeah.
I hope that's
But
not a juice. Good lord.
Oh god.
No, I don't like that one. I don't
All
want
right,
that
Vic.
one.
There's an opportunity for you. Badass juice.
Badass. Somebody would want to
just,
vape that. Ooh,
just,
badass
yeah,
juice. I want that. It's
Big
badass.
Call had the same thing right as I was saying it. He
yeah.
said badass juice.
No way, man.
The
Oh,
emphasis can make the difference. So badass juice or badass juice. There's either way.
right. There you go.
Swamp ass and onions.
Ooh,
Yeah,
ooh,
yeah.
man.
That is a smell I am familiar with from vape conventions. Swamp ass and onions. That's like the cologne of
Oh,
choice. Yeah. Ugh.
Oh, see, you're better than me. I would have told them to go and have a wash. I have actually done it in the past, haven't I, Victor?
yeah.
You've
I
actually
just
told somebody to go
try
wash?
to walk
Yeah.
away, but yeah, I mean it's yeah.
Gail, you would love somebody I work with.
I tried that to a couple of females.
So,
That's not
so
something
Gail,
you want to do.
first thing in the morning, we're talking like 5 a.m. This guy will come walking up, and you can smell him before he gets to you by
No,
at least 6 feet downwind.
Oh no,
He
no.
no.
must be a Bigfoot.
I
Close.
mean,
They
He's
smell.
big.
like,
I'll
we've
say he's
known each
big.
other a while, right? So you know that I'm a huggy person, right? And if I meet you, I'll give you a hug and things like that. And we were at Expo, and somebody had come over to introduce themselves to us, but I actually smelled them before I saw them.
Yeah,
Do you
yeah.
know that way? I was like, oh my god, they're going to want a hug, and I can't get near them. And you know how sometimes I have what I call brain farts, where it comes out the mouth before the brain actually kicks in.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Yeah,
I know that
so it
very
was one
well.
of those where I had a wee conversation with him, explaining to him that it's not expensive to buy a bar of soap and that water's free.
Big Kyle,
You
look
were
up
nice.
look
You
up
were
Vic's
nice about it.
recipes on eLiquid Recipe. Go
You
go
should
look
hear
up
some of my
Vic's and
comments.
get Elder King, because I know
And
you like
Gail,
custards.
I've
So
made those
look those
comments
up.
to employees.
Yeah, I mean, come on.
Seriously, personal hygiene.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah,
You know, change your shirt at least once a week.
Oh,
Wow.
at
oh,
least
don't
once
even
every.
start me on that.
I
No,
usually
Vic.
go actually because when I'm up at the
Yes.
office, I usually wear a collared shirt so it
Mhm.
looks official when I'm
Yeah,
doing the
yeah.
reviews. I usually change them either once every 2 days or once every three. Depends what the weather's like.
Yeah.
Oh, Vic, this guy works all day long in the same shirt all week long.
No,
Oh,
no.
Oh yeah, and he does not shower.
I used to
oh,
work
Here's
with
the
a
thing.
chick
Oh
that actually
hell
came
One,
in
no.
with
it's
No,
one
thanks,
thing if
Terry.
you're
clothes
doing a
smelled like
job.
cat pee, with
Ah,
like
it's one thing
dry
if you're doing a
crusty
job like
cat
that when
piss.
you're working, you're self-employed, you're in your own office.
Right.
You know what I mean? You're not doing a physical labour job. But to go to a job where you're amongst other people like
Well,
that,
and I've had
Yeah.
some conversations with the higher ups within the company. I've told them I was like, look, this
speed,
guy is representing our company,
speed,
and
get his
he's
phone
going in.
number, and send it to me, darling. I'll sort it for you. It's not an issue.
I will. No, I will, Gail. I'll get his phone number and send it to you.
Where can you buy the strawberry jam cookie? That's a recipe on eLiquid Recipes, John Q. Talked about it multiple times on multiple shows. That's why I
Gail.
got. There's a 500
So
ml bottle that I'm already putting a dent
just
in.
just to give you an
And
idea.
here's
So
another
there's an
500
office
ml
that we
bottle
have to
of it
go
right
in
here.
the morning at one of our shippers and
Uh-huh.
receivers, and it's
Thanks,
a
Dolores.
fairly big space. I mean, it's a 10 by 12, easy 10 by 12. If you go in there and he's in there, the stench is so bad you've got to walk out.
Mm.
oh.
I couldn't.
And
I
this
couldn't.
is somebody representing our company.
I couldn't.
Mm.
No,
I tell
no,
you,
it,
I would be absolutely
You,
useless.
and you know he's got a nickname. They're like, here comes, ask
I've
them.
got a nickname for
Pass.
him, and everybody knows it.
What, Swan Pass?
Oh, that's being nice.
Oh
Mm.
God, you're not. Oh no.
One of my friends I used to
Oh.
call Stinky Pete, and his name was not Pete, but I just called him Stinky Pete because he never took a freaking shower. But yeah, you can ask Munchkin. I'll walk by people in the grocery store, and it makes me gag. I'm like, oh, I
I
will
don't
There
gag.
was one
understand
couple
it.
in the grocery store that the guy walked by, and I literally stopped and held my breath because it
Oh.
was bad. I
Like,
mean,
keep
it
moving,
was
please.
This is
bad.
seriously.
All I
This
could
is
think of
bad
is
enough. It'll
someone had to
make you
get in the
puke.
car with him.
Here's the
It
thing,
was
right?
bad.
I understand that there's like mental health issues and there's other physical issues and things that cause people that they maybe can't
Yeah,
be
yeah.
have personal hygiene to a standard that they would maybe like. But it costs fucking nothing. It's pure laziness. Pure
It
Yeah.
is.
laziness.
It is. You've got water. You've got a bar of soap. Use it.
Exactly.
Yeah, you know
And
what?
if
Even
you've
if you
got
don't have
BO,
soap,
I
just
understand that.
take a
You know,
hot
if you
shower.
don't
Yeah.
have deodorant, I get it. But when you first wake up and it's at 5 o'clock in the morning and you're coming up to somebody, you should not be stinky.
Here's a
Mm.
wee hint. People see when you go like that and you go, it's time to have
Yeah.
a wash.
Yeah. Yeah. Agreed.
If you can smell yourself, you know it's bad.
And those people,
You
I'm
know it's bad.
convinced that they don't smell. I mean, the girl I worked with literally would come to work with crusted cat piss on her shirt. So if you
Oh.
couldn't smell it,
Oh.
okay, if you can't smell it, that's one thing. But I know you saw the crusty ass stain on it.
Oh God,
What?
really?
Yeah.
What did
Yeah.
you do in that situation?
I told my boss I can't work in that office with her. I'm gonna have to go back in another room because I can't. I can't. I mean, it was bad. Luckily, she was on her way out, so on her last day, once she left, I
Did you
bleached
give her a bar of soap on the way
everything.
out?
I disinfected everything. No, but I mean, it just. Um, I have gotten to the point in my life where I don't feel the need to tell people about themselves because it's not like at their age they're going to be like, you know what, you're absolutely right. I probably should take a fucking shower. If they haven't done it yet, me telling them is not going to. It's not going to create an epiphany.
You know,
It's
you're
just a
probably
waste of
right.
my time. Yeah.
You're probably right, and I do agree with you to
Just
a
go
point.
be
And
stinky elsewhere.
I wish that my brain functioned like that in that moment in time, but my brain actually doesn't function that way, does it, Vic?
No.
Vic's been with me where I've opened my mouth and
Well,
I've seen Vic's
I-
reaction to like
Oh.
he just wants the ground to open up.
So Gail,
I have been accused
you're
of
talking
being
about how
mean.
your brain functioned.
Yeah.
So this guy, COVID-19 was just coming out, and we're being told, space, 6 feet, keep away from everybody. This guy comes walking up behind me, and I smell him before he gets to me.
Oh.
And I turn around, and I can have a rather mean look. And I look at him, and I'm like, "Get the f back from me now!" And
Wow.
he has not talked to me since.
Wow.
Right.
Vic, I got a question for you.
Vic, I scared the hell out of him.
So the Drag X little pod system,
We
blah blah
don't
blah.
really have a choice, Stephen.
What is
but
that
yeah.
pod system that you got that's got all the adapters to put 510s and all that crap?
Oh, that's the Oxva Origin X Limited.
Damn, another X? Holy crap. All right.
The
We're going to
Oxford?
be reviewing that as well. Bunny and Jules have it, and I'm going to be getting one. So we're
Now
going
you
to
need to
be
remember
Oh,
though,
now-
with
now,
the
Bunny-
Oxford Origin X, the retail version is just the pod. You've got to buy the accessories. If you see the limited edition box, buy it because everything's in there. Everything.
Right.
So wait a second. Did I just buy the wrong thing?
No, you didn't buy the wrong thing.
No,
I
you
just
never-
wanted one that
you
had
never.
all the attachment things, so you
No,
could put.
you bought the right
510.
thing. This is awesome. You will love it. Well, at least I hope
Okay.
you'll love it.
Okay. So there's something else I need to go buy then, right?
Possibly,
I'll
I've
show you
not tried
something
it.
else you need to buy. Hold on.
I've not tried. Oh, here
Oh
you go.
shit.
He's
Dolores,
like,
he's talking
shouldn't
about
have
the
said that.
Wait, there's more.
Oxfa Origin X
Yeah.
limited edition kit because it comes with all the adapters, so you
Yeah.
can put a 510 on top and screw that down. It's all magnetic,
thing.
just like the Drag X, but it's got
It's not the overuse of
adapters to
chemicals. It is
change.
the underuse of chemicals. Seriously. he does not have any sense of I need to
Oxfire.
clean myself.
See,
like-
Cobra, I have been told that I am mean. My boss, actually, I work for an attorney. My boss told me to use more emojis and smiley faces in my emails, so I
Does it,
appear
Tetley?
You've been told that
friendlier.
too?
Yeah, so I appear friendlier, and I'm like, what the fuck is that supposed to mean? I said, you don't think that's a little bit unprofessional? And he goes,
I was
but it's
actually sent to a
nice.
class to
Yeah.
learn how to do that.
Yeah,
Well, I'd be useless. I'd be sending them aubergines and things.
Tetley, I
Yeah.
didn't see that. If the Drag X has
I've
a
been known
510
to send
adapter
a
and an
nice
RTA,
every
man,
now and then, but yeah.
I'm down for that.
All right,
Yeah,
Vic, what do you have in your hand?
He's something we need to buy, apparently. What
No
the
What the hell
hell?
is that?
Lost
Lost
Vape.
Vape.
That's
Oh, if it
easy.
says Lost Vape, you know it's high dollar already.
Oh, BTB.
Lost Face Quest?
Yeah, the back to basic 100-watt kit.
Hmm.
All right, so what is it?
It's
Tell me about it.
it's a classic stock coil, sub-ohm, single, stock. Yeah. It's a
Exactly,
classic.
Ron.
It's a classic stock coil tank kit. Very basic. It's not going to be overpriced because this is the Lost Vapes back to basic range. So
Oh,
it's not
okay.
gonna be overpriced.
So this is goes back to what Munchkin was saying about vaping reverting back to its roots.
Yeah, that is.
So what kind of coil?
That's a good question because I just got the thing and I haven't even opened it.
Might have to do that dire thing.
What's
Wait a
up,
second,
Al?
Have you even used it yet?
It just came in.
He's
Then
got
don't tell
7
me that's something
days
I
to
need to go
review it.
buy.
And if they didn't pay for Fast Track, then he could do it a
Yeah,
month
if they didn't
from
pay
now.
for fast track, they can fucking wait their turn. Point two.
Point two.
And I've also
I-
got a bunch of rebuildable third party rebuildable heads for a whole bunch of AIOs for companies that actually
really?
don't make their own rebuildable heads. It's a new company that popped up that just started making all these rebuildable heads for a whole bunch of AIOs at the same time. Never
They
heard
can
of them.
make a
just
ton
sent
of
it.
money. They can make a ton of money.
Speed, you see that Tetley says that they have an RTA and a 510 adapter for that Drag X.
Yes. Yeah, it's
So,
coming out. It's on the
there you-
actual thing. You have a smart mode, and then if you
Yeah.
click 3 times, it should change colour.
So Tetley, man, appreciate that, but I bought like
On
10
blue.
extra coils when I bought it.
So it's got an RBA mode for when they actually bring the RBA mode out.
Now
What's up,
I'm
Sheboygan?
told there's an RBA mode for it.
Yeah. Well,
Yes,
see,
Sheboygan.
that's a bonus. Now you know it's got an RBA mode for it.
Yeah, but I got like 10 extra coils for it now.
Oh, well, you'll use them. What the hell
Yeah,
is
no,
that?
But in
You'll
3
use
months,
them.
I'm going to be off on, whatever next.
See, King Cobra, I
Next
do take
extension is-
advantage of the polite business talk when I say
Soulmate?
per my previous email or as previously stated, which
Soulmate
translates to can you
RDTA.
leave?
5,000
RDTA pod?
5015. Is that what that mod's
Oh,
called?
hold on a second here. RDTA pod?
RDTA quad.
This is from
What
that
the-
company I was
what the-
talking about.
Probably
What
not.
the F?
Hold on.
Cobra,
this
see,
out
I
the box.
get it. I've reached an age where I am me, and I don't deliberately try to offend people. But my bullshit filter has kind of run out.
Well, I try not to
Yeah, no,
do
I'm
it.
kinda
Apparently,
there
I hurt
with ya.
people's feelings. So
Is that plastic? What the? I mean, is the tank plastic or glass? Because
Vic,
I'll
we're-
break it. I'm just.
All of us are thinking in our heads, WTF.
Oh wow! Look at what
Really?
the what the hell? Okay, so it's a single
Really?
coil that drops down into a tank. Okay.
No,
And it's a pod?
no, not
It's for the
interested.
drag. It's for
Okay,
the drag.
so
It's for the drag
when-
SX.
when does a pod cease to become a pod? When you can rebuild it and you've got refillable tanks. What makes it a pod anymore?
A pod.
Size?
Okay, man, I'll have to take a look.
A pod ceases to be a pod when you can replace the coil and not throw away the way I'm seeing it, a pod kit, there's 2 types. You've got your pre-fills that are sealed and
Right.
you've got your opens that you fill. But if the pod coil burns out and you've got to throw the whole pod away, that's a pod kit.
So what you just
Right.
showed is
Is
a
an
rebuildable coil.
Rebuildable coil, it's not a pod.
That's not a pod.
It's
Okay.
a tank.
Right.
So would you class that as like this? With an RDX, you would class as an EIO. You
What
wouldn't
the?
class as a pod.
Yep.
And this company, this same company, here we have as
He doesn't even call it coronavirus now. He calls it the China virus.
well, he's been calling it that for ages now.
He just tweeted that.
He's done that from day one.
I know, but it's getting worse. I would call that the Roman numeral mod. I mean, I don't, because it looks, I think it's 50-15, but I don't know what the hell. Focus! Focus!
VXV.
It is.
Seriously?
So Vic times Vic?
No, see, the Roman numeral thing, I
Hold on.
thought the V in the front means 50, but it could mean 500. So
No,
10, then
it's
15.
Vic times Vic.
Vic times Vic. That's vaping with Vic. That's what the X is for. Vaping with Vic.
VX is 510, isn't it?
Okay, it's VXV Soulmate RDTA pod for Fetch Pro. Doesn't end there though.
Is this new company that you're talking about?
Yep. Soulmate RDT, that's another Fetch Pro. Hold on.
You'll like the top side, Dave. Did you get the dual or single top side?
Soulmate
I can't use
RDT.
the top side.
Soulmate RDTA pod for Target PM80, PM80 second edition.
Oh Lord, so they're making kits for multiple mods.
So Vic, this is that company we're talking about, right?
Yeah. VXV, they're called.
Yeah. Let me see what that.
See, if they are good, they might have just found a wee niche in the market.
Yeah. No, seriously.
Yeah.
The one for the Target PM80, it's like six mil kit. 6.
Well, do they have a rebuildable for the Coco?
No, for the Coco, all you need to do is buy the rebuildable kit from Coilmaster.
What?
Yeah, Coilmaster's got a little rebuildable DIY thing where you get the pod for the Coco or the Caliburn. You put it in a clamp, you twist it, it pops the top of the pod off. Then there's a tiny little rebuildable kit to make a new coil. Wick up the coil, the whole set. There's another little tool thing from what I remember where you slip the coil and the cotton in, and it's like a screwdriver basically.
Okay,
that plugs in.
So Gail, I've got the pod system coming that you told me about. So there we go. We're good.
Yeah, you're fine. You're sorted.
So
sorry, Vic.
PNP pod, you're sorted. You lost me about 5 minutes ago.
VXV is 5,015.
That's too much work.
In Roman numerals.
5,015.
5,015. Yep. I wasn't sure if it was 500, but it's 5,000. So, and then the rest of it, the X and the V is 15.
Are they all different?
Them all at the same time.
Oh my God.
They're doing Fetch. They're doing all the AIOs from the companies that didn't release a rebuildable head.
So you've been busy with them.
No, I didn't even know they were sending it.
Your IPV went to Tennessee and now went back to Hong Kong.
Huh?
Don Long said his IPV was in Tennessee and now it's back in Hong Kong.
Oh no. That sucks.
That happened with something that we ordered from the States. Zan ordered, and it ended up, all of the States ended up in Hawaii. It came and landed in London and then ended up back in Louisville. And it took about 6 or 7 weeks to actually get to us in Scotland.
It's like shit, my stuff travels more than I do.
I know.
Getting around. Neither do they, Don Long. So, yeah.
It'll be interesting if they're any good, Vic. I'll be interested to see because, how many people have we heard say, oh, I wish there was an RBA for this?
The deck in the RDTAs, it looks as if they basically copied the deck from the Wasp Nano and made it slightly smaller. That's what it looks like. The airflow is direct side.
I like the Wasp Nano.
Oh,
so do I. Good luck
that,
with
that looks like it, Dolores. It's €12.99 on e-cig 1 for that Soulmate RDTA for the Drag X and S. So there's the RDTA for that Drag X.
I'll stick with my wee stock coils for the moment.
Yeah, no, Gail, I'm with you.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sure the stock coils are great.
I need to ease that into the rebuilding of the pods. You see, I can't just throw them at him and say, right, I need you to rebuild that. We've got to
No,
ease
no,
in.
you just say, I heard you can't rebuild this. I bet it can't be done.
He knows my husband already.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
can't,
see?
no, it can't be done. Yeah, I'm not
Yeah.
even gonna try.
Would you stop waving that red flag in front of the bull?
Why?
It makes the bulls do weird things you don't want them to do.
No, it makes them rebuild shit. That's
But it's
what it
great
does.
fun.
It's,
It's great fun. You plant the seed and you walk away.
dummies. Yeah.
LTD got a topside.
Yeah, I thought SX was coming out with a new mod, SX Mini. What?
Yeah, Jazzy. I don't know if Jazzy's got it in yet. I think it's.
Is that another one of these fucking automatic squonk pish again?
Yep.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
I didn't say automatic squonk pish.
What was wrong with the last?
So
one they did?
speaking
They had
of
a big one and a little
mods
one.
and
What's
pish,
now?
Vic, when's your mod coming?
Excuse
Well, I
me.
just talked about that earlier. Speed EH Pro is going bankrupt, so Vic has to find a new
Catch what
distributor.
he said. Speaking of mods and pish, Vic, when's your mod
That's
coming
oh,
out?
I missed that part. I just skipped right past that.
Just wrong.
I am in talks with another manufacturer. That's all I
So
can say
when's
right now.
SX Mini producing your mod?
Oh, I'm gonna try and push for it to have a yee chip in it. Definitely. Fuck your
Good.
DNA crap.
Are you going to
Good.
continue with the Kelpie range, or are you going to start a whole new?
Kelpie's dead. I'm starting afresh.
Oh, seriously?
Oh wow.
Yeah, I'm
Oh,
gonna
that
let the
sucks.
Doesn't
Kelpie.
want
I'm
to
gonna
become
let. I'm
the
gonna
next
let.
baby beast.
I'm gonna let the
King Daddy
Kelpie
Beast
die
Queen
with the
Beast.
H Pro.
There you go.
Oh, dang. So I hope you've got another catchy name. I'm not asking for it, but I hope
The
you've got
donkey.
one.
I get a donkey.
That works.
Donkey.
That would be good. That would be good.
Donkey.
A
Call
Donkey.
it the donkey.
The 666.
And that's what I was just thinking.
Me dog would be delighted with
Yeah,
this.
you could put Zeus
Wait a
on
second,
your
wait a
donkey.
second. Victus gave the affirmative smile. I saw that.
Well,
So it is going to be called the XXX mod.
No.
No, I didn't say 666. I said 666.
Damn.
I'm actually thinking in something Scottish that's easy to pronounce. Like, I'm not going to say.
Bobag?
Like
Well, apart from
666.
Bobag.
Is it gonna be another like mythical
Burglar,
creature?
burglar alarm.
No, it won't be another it won't be because I was fed up of hearing Americans say, Kelpie.
Oh
No.
wow.
Okay,
Oh,
no,
no,
don't
right?
blame that on Americans. That's just stupid people.
Cobra, that's
that
not
is
funny
not
because
limited
we
to this
can't see
country.
that.
Okay, kelp pie, dummies.
Yeah, it's not funny, Cobra. I can't
Donkey
actually
mod
say
by
that.
elitist
See
bastard.
what?
So hey Vic, so what is that thing that is made in like a lamb stomach and it's got a bunch of organs that kind of go into it?
Haggis.
Haggis.
Yeah, is that gonna be the name?
No, you can't call it haggis.
Ugh.
No.
Ugh.
Oh,
I'm thinking in basing it off the Shires.
No, I get to see it now. The Vic's
Hobbit
haggis.
mods.
off the what?
Not the
Yes,
Hobbit
yes.
mods. Oh, like you
No,
won't
no,
get a
not
lot
the
of
Hobbit
jokes on
mods.
that.
So
Oh,
you've,
okay.
you've got the Ayrshire, you've got the Renfrewshire, that kind of thing.
I'm so glad you said Shire and not Shire there. I was getting ready to get in the
So-
car and down to Irvine.
That would make them kind of classy sounding
What-
too.
It's
It wouldn't
pronounced
if you
Shire
could-
here though.
You know, you can
No,
you
it's
put,
Shire.
you put
Scotland.
Shire on it, and you can
Mm.
bump an extra tenner on the price. Ka-ching!
Wait,
And,
no,
okay,
he
you're
just
talking
said
about
Shire.
mods, right?
Vic just
So
said
you
Shire.
could do
Is
the
it?
finish
Is it?
on each mod based on
Gail,
the
how's it pronounced?
Shire.
Okay, so
When you say
call
Shire,
them Shire so you can understand, right? But in Scotland, if you were to say Lanarkshire, you
It's
sound
Shire.
like you've got plums in your mouth
Mm.
and you would get a slap.
Yeah.
So it's Lanarkshire or Ayrshire.
Atlantic, sure. So
Yes.
instead of Shire, it's sure.
Yes.
Sure.
Okay.
unless you say the
Lanarkshire.
word Shire.
Lanarkshire.
Now we know.
Like
so when Vic comes
Yorkshire?
out with the sure, we know that it's a sure,
It's a
not
Shire.
a Shire.
He's saying it's Shire so you can understand the actual spelling of it. He's just been
So
posh.
Vic is
Although
sure
we
about the
don't
sure.
pronounce Worcestershire like Worcestershire, so
No,
you know,
Worcester-
same
the-
concept.
That's see the
Oh, that's just
spelling,
Worcester.
the spelling for that
Well,
place.
it's
It should actually it should be pronounced the way it's written, Worcestershire.
Yes, it should.
the way it's written.
Okay, well then we've been pronouncing
Yeah,
that
but
sauce all
nobody
wrong.
ever pronounces it that way.
Nah,
Just
it's Worcester.
what's that
You
shit
know what
that's
we
not
call it?
A1?
You know what we call it in Scotland? Because we really don't have the patience to say the full word. We just call
Worcester?
it Lean Parents.
Lean
That's the
Parents.
company
Lean
that made
Yeah,
Parents, there you go.
no. Actually, what you say is it's that word you can't pronounce. I
Mhm.
want that sauce.
Yeah, that stuff, not A1, not not that. Yeah, that other
The
stuff.
one, the W. Give me the
Mhm.
W.
Give me the W.
It's like Cobra's saying, right, Vic, go and you look at his word and say it because I can't pronounce it.
What, purple burglar alarm?
Aye, what he said. Right, I can't say that. I can't
Why
get
not?
because I can't get
What?
my tongue around it.
The best thing is my bottom teeth aren't even in.
It's
Yeah.
very difficult. It's very
I don't
difficult.
understand.
for
You said you
Scottish
got the
people.
bottom sorted out, and then the next thing you was like, "No, I don't have my teeth."
No,
I'm
no,
like, what
He said he doesn't have them in.
I got the bottom wisdom tooth pulled, but the denture needs to be redone because there's a big fucking gap there now.
Oh,
Wait a
okay.
second. I
Yeah,
thought
when you
didn't
have your
have any
wisdom teeth
teeth.
pulled out, that changes the shape of your gum
Speed.
line.
We've
and
been through
everything.
this.
I've got
No.
two, no, well, he's right. I have, well, I had two teeth left. Wisdom. I've got one wisdom tooth left,
Okay. Okay.
but I need to
No,
get the bottom denture redone because it's flapping about and it's like.
He's
Yeah, you
still
don't
got
hear-
one tooth, so he could still technically have a toothache. Those are
Don't
never fun.
He
fucking
could.
see that,
Yes, he
Scuba.
could.
Fuck's sake,
Toothache.
Scuba, you've jinxed it now.
Toothaches suck. I've had a
So-
couple, and they're
so I can
ooh,
see this.
Especially in
man.
a wisdom tooth. It is fucking
Yes.
painful in a
Scuba's-
wisdom tooth.
Mhm.
Vic's gonna have a show on Monday, and he's gonna have a review saying, "Sorry, this is my last one for the week. I've got a toothache."
Yeah. See, now, did they surgically extract yours? Because I had to pay a copay, so they ripped mine out of my face instead of cutting it out like they should have, and it felt like someone hit me in the face with a sledgehammer.
I'm lucky because the reason all my teeth got pulled out at a relatively young-ish age and there was no cavities in them. I've got it runs in the family on my dad's side, very, very short roots. And it was getting to the point the dentist was saying, Vic, we can't do anything else for these. They are coming out on their own. So
Right.
what happened was, I think it was about a year before I started vaping, dentist, 7 injections, 5 injections, pull. The whole lot came out in one day.
Ooh.
Well, how did you even listen
Ow,
to
that's
it?
a
Did they
lot
cut
of
The
out
damage.
the
wisdom tooth was already loose because again, short roots.
Oh,
short
okay.
roots,
Yeah.
3
see,
drags.
Mine,
twist,
mine
pull.
was still sideways in my mouth, but it had a cyst around it, so they had to rupture the cyst and then pull it out. So
Hell.
instead of cutting it and surgically removing it, no, he climbed up in my lap and yanked that bitch out. I have never been, and I've given birth, and I'd rather do
That's
that 10
because
times
you
in a
didn't
row
have
than what they
insurance.
did. I did have insurance.
See,
But
I
the
have
copay for a
insurance.
surgical extraction is like double what it is to have it pulled. So he's like,
They-
"No, I can work with that."
When they
See,
pulled
I'm the
my
opposite.
wisdom tooth, you ever seen a full-size stainless steel screwdriver? That's what
Yeah.
he had. And he literally got up in the chair and was bouncing, trying to pop my tooth
Wait.
out.
All
And he
you
goes-
need is a string and a doorknob. That's all you need.
Not for this tooth. The dude he had both hands on the
Here you go,
screwdriver,
Vic.
jumping up and down on the chair. And he's like, "Yeah, dude, I'm gonna have to knock you out."
Yeah.
And then he
Like,
goes,
"Please do. You could have done that 20
"Well,"
minutes ago."
I was like, "Okay, cool." And he's like, "Well, would you like laughing gas?" I was like, "How much more is laughing gas?" He's like, "Well, it's like $50 more." I was like, "Hell yeah, give me some laughing gas." That's the funniest shit. I was laughing at the nurse
That's why they
going,
call
"Oh
it
my
laughing
god,
gas,
Yes,
not
you
knockout
do.
gas.
you have buttons on your shirt." I was dying because she had buttons on her shirt. I was laughing my ass off. It was
Yeah, I'm
hilarious.
the
But
same. I'm like you, Scuba. I've got very, very strong teeth. And when I had a wisdom out, the dentist actually had his knee on my chest.
see, yeah,
Yeah,
I woke
so
up and I was like,
you
"When are
and-
y'all gonna do this?" They
so
were already
you
done.
and Munchkin had the same thing going on.
Yeah, that's
Same
Do you think
doctor,
that-
I'm
do you think
sure.
Maybe there was something in it that they wanted to be up on the chest area.
Well,
never
you
thought
know
of that
what?
before.
Went back to
Gail,
later for
Gail,
my
sorry to
checkup.
say, but that doctor was feeling you up.
He
That's
snuck
where the
up
cushion
behind
is
me
at.
and he said, do you want to hit me? And I said, not right now. But if you would have asked me about, 3 days ago, I would have punched you in the throat because I have never been in so much pain in my entire. I tried to go back to work after that and made it about,
Oh.
I don't know, 2 hours, and then was like, I can't.
See, I have a wisdom tooth down here, which is growing that way, like you were saying.
Mhm.
And they've advised me
Ah,
to get it. They've told me to get it surgically removed,
Yeah,
but they've said there's a 50% chance that I could lose feeling in my face here
Yeah, they
Right.
hit the nerve. Yep.
because of where it is and the way it's lying. So I've just put it off, and
Oh.
I'm like, it's not annoying me. It's not, I can
Well,
live
this
with it
one,
for
I
now.
couldn't feel the bottom left-hand side of my face for about 3 weeks after they pulled that out. And he told me, he said, you might not ever get that feeling back again. And I'm,
Yeah,
well,
that's what they've
fine,
said to
whatever.
me. So I was a wee bit reluctant to get it done.
Yeah. I still have the wisdom tooth up here. It's actually grown in because I had a tooth pulled. And then the one down here is
an
broken.
air chisel.
The only one still
So,
sideways is sitting up here.
Vic, you see what you're missing here now, right? By not having teeth.
Right? He's lucky. You can just pop his out,
Yeah.
brush him up,
Yeah.
stick him in
You
a
got it
cup.
made.
You know?
I got them all pulled out in the same day.
There you go. You got it made.
He used to keep the cup behind him on that thing. I don't know if he
Oh,
does it.
does?
Oh, he's
Yeah,
got
they
it
have
in
that.
front of him now.
Yeah, it's there.
He used to have it behind him on that thing. I was like, what the hell is back
Just-
there? My
just
teeth. I thought he
Vic-
said my teeth, but he said my teeth. It
Don't
threw
do
my
what my
ass off.
father did.
I was like, what?
Mistook his hemorrhoid cream for his denture cream and glued his
What?
butt shut to the bottom of the tub.
Who did that?
Be very careful. My father did that and called my sister and had to explain while she was laughing hysterically that he glued his butt to the tub. And can you please help me? And I'm not calling your sister because she's mean and she's going to laugh at me, which is
Oh,
100%
God.
correct. But yeah, he glued his butt shut.
Well-
My sister-in-law actually did that. She's very dry eyes, and she reached into her handbag to get her eye drops, and she did that, and then she realised that she'd super glued her eye shut,
Oh.
and she ended up having to have an operation because she put super glue in her eye instead of her eye drops.
Wow.
Dumb long, I never lost smell in my nose. I lost feeling in it after I broke my nose, which nobody ever
That
wants to do
happens
that.
to a lot of people, yeah. That
Yeah, I
hurts
lost some. It still feels a little numb even now, even though what I break it like back in January or something.
Scuba, I
Something
can
like
fix
that.
that.
If you cough so damn hard that you pass out and slam your face into the floor, that's too hard
Yeah,
of a
don't
cough.
slam your face into the ground anymore.
Vic got it.
When I broke my nose, it took a couple of years for the feeling to come back.
A couple of years.
Seriously.
Damn.
Seriously, Vic. I mean, Scuba, that
It's
can
much
be
better.
fixed.
That can be fixed. Well,
Yeah,
break it
either
again?
Vic or I can fix that for you real quick.
No. You're gonna say break it again? Dude, do you know how much blood poured out of my face when I
No,
hit the
we're not
floor?
breaking his face.
We know you sent us a picture.
We shouldn't
Yeah, it
laugh
was
really about
bad.
blood pouring out of his face.
Oh,
but
y'all
after
didn't
that-
even. If you,
He's
I wish I
fine
had the
now.
camera
You can laugh
on.
at him.
You would have been
Good
like,
night,
"Oh my
Dolores."
God, a dam don't put out that much water."
I've got to say,
It-
Dad, I've got
it
to be
poured
honest.
out.
Right after I stopped laughing, I was actually quite concerned about you.
Well, look, I was at work, right?
Wait,
Just
wait,
working
no.
happily,
Did you say
right?
you couldn't stop laughing, but you were quite
I
concerned?
said after I stopped laughing, I was very concerned about them.
I got a FaceTime video out of the blue of him with just blood everywhere, and I'm like, oh my God, what happened? And I thought, I don't know, that he busted a blood vessel and was like
Night,
bleeding
Dolores.
out of his
Good
mouth or
night,
something.
Dolores.
And then he's like, no, I coughed and smashed my face on the floor, and I'm like, the fuck did you do that for? Why'd
Oh,
you
I
slam
was
your
definitely
face
trying
on
to
the floor?
do
Don't
that.
do
Yeah.
I'm
I
one of
thought
these.
you
I'm
had
one
like
of
a
these
hemorrhage
people.
or something.
I'm one of these people that when I see something really unfortunate, my reaction is to laugh.
Mhm.
Like I was out one day and I saw a wee old lady fall down and I burst out laughing, and I didn't mean to. I went over to help her
Are
up.
you okay?
But as I was helping her up, I was laughing so hard she told me to fuck off.
Sheboygan, I think I am patient
I
zero.
think he was, yeah.
Yeah, you are. I'm convinced you're
I
patient.
thought I was safe because I knew because it had already happened like 3 or 4 times where I passed out from coughing.
Mm.
So I was sitting in my chair and I thought, okay, I'm fine because no. when you pass out, I fell forward.
Well, I told him next time you feel a coughing fit coming on, sit down. I neglected to say sit down and lean back.
Yeah.
Put on the seatbelt because you're going for a ride.
A helmet. I needed to be more specific.
I needed a helmet.
This is why I have this chair, Scuba, because you know I suffer from blackouts.
Yeah.
And I'm like Vic, I have regular blackouts and could black out up to 30 times a day. And I had an normal computer chair and I kept blacking out and rolling away and falling off the thing and hitting my head off the wall. So my friends all put together and they bought me this beautiful armchair, but it's got high sides on it so that if I black out, I don't fall anywhere or go anywhere.
Yeah, this has arms, but I fell forward. What are you going to do about falling forward?
Well, there's nothing you can do with that. You've just got
Glue
to
a pillow to your forehead.
Right?
Seatbelt.
Start casting with a pillow. No. I think my body, after I broke my nose, was like, okay, we're not doing that anymore. That was some bullshit.
Scuba.
Fall forward.
Yeah.
You need a 5-point harness for your seat.
Right.
When I fall forward, anatomically speaking, I've got a couple of pillows and that
Got airbags.
stop me kind of hitting there. So, yeah. Just get a couple of cushions and put it under your shirt, you'll be fine.
Oh yeah. Scuba with boobs, look. Yeah.
I got a bra you can borrow.
I'm good.
Something in there.
Like I said, no more pass out since
Mine's
that
good.
day. I'm telling you, my body was like, I ain't doing that
But
anymore.
is your bra big enough for you?
Probably.
Yeah.
Jazzy.
Is her bra big enough? Jesus.
I don't think he means the cups.
Oh.
Oh, I did.
He did mean the cups. See there?
Got it. All right. Scuba doesn't have moves. Yeah,
No, I don't have no moves.
No, he doesn't.
Scuba needs a mini bra.
I didn't take a drunken header. I didn't land on my head. I landed on my knee, and it's because I missed a step. So fuck off, John Q. All right?
John,
My
she
knee's
didn't land
still
on her head
stuck up.
because she's too short. So it had to be the knee.
She
No,
measured
I'm glad I
her
stopped
legs are only
this.
2 feet long, which I can't believe that still.
No,
Measuring
she
tape
has
does
2
not
feet.
lie.
Her legs are 2 inches.
No, my legs are exactly 24 inches long.
That's 2 feet. I just can't.
That's quite toty.
Yeah.
Toty, I haven't heard that one for a while. Toty.
Toty.
Tote. Y'all have
What is
some
tote?
weird sayings that I still won't even never. I'll be
Yeah,
like,
what does that
What
mean?
means-
Did you just insult me?
No, it means small, tiny.
Yeah. I got short little.
Yeah,
short little
she
chicken
even
legs.
has hairy feet.
I do not have hairy
Does
feet.
not. No, she does not.
oh
she
my
said
goodness.
she did.
I don't have hairy feet.
You got hair on your toes, right?
Do you see hairy feet?
Oh, you did not
Wait a
just
second,
put your
you-
feet on
I do
camera.
not
You
have
shaved them. You shaved them. You got hair on your toes,
I
right?
do not have hairy toes or hairy feet.
You said you did.
Well, everybody shaves the big toe.
Uh
That's
huh.
not just
So you
me.
shave
That's
off the
a
hair, Miss
female
Hairy
thing.
Feet.
I don't have hairy feet.
Uh huh.
You
What
shut
can-
it. Look,
It's all about the terpenes.
I'll come get you and I'll fuck you
Oh
up.
shit, Chewbacca. The hell? Holy mother of big toe.
Yeah, you're with Chewbacca.
Well, I haven't shaved in a while, so I am rather whooperish.
All right, we got 7 minutes, and then we're gonna end it because we went way over.
Oh, look at that. I remembered to fill my tank and not get a dry hit.
Kind of, sort of, Cobra. But
That's
want-
because you followed the way Vic wicks, not Scuba, right?
That's fucked up. Speed. Anyways,
So
we
Vic,
should.
Vic, I'm on your show next week, so sorry.
Do y'all have one of them signs at your job, Speed, that says, 563 days since our last accident, blah blah blah.
No, it says 0.
Yeah, so we need one for Gail, blah 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 days since my last dry hit. Just put that on our damn channel.
It would be 0. I'll tell you now. I tried that every single day of my life.
I would,
Damn.
I would,
We go to
I-
Expo and they all sit and watch me to see what I'm going to
we
do.
do. We all sit and watch Gail to just.
And the
just
first
knowing
time I get a dry hit at Expo,
Yeah,
they
see,
all go,
I
"Yeah!"
honestly don't know. I
turned
haven't
it into a
asked.
drinking game. Everybody take a shot when
I
Gary gets a
haven't
dry
looked
hit.
either.
Oh
So
my goodness.
when you're up visiting Gail, I'll hand you the Hammer of God XL with the 40mm Valhalla.
I've got no chance of holding that. You know I've
Wait,
not.
hold on a second.
What?
So,
What did
Gail,
you just
I
say?
think I just heard Vic say he was going to give that to you.
No, I said borrow it just to let her have a go on it.
I can't. I
So-
can't hold the
so-
chat. I can't
No,
hold the.
but Gail,
What
hang on a
chance?
second. He said borrow. He didn't say for how
No,
long.
he said he's going to hand it to you, but
Can
what
I
did
borrow?
Gail
Can I
say?
borrow your
Speed.
copy?
Because I
That
don't
mod
know.
is Quad
Hold
21700
on. I'm
parallel
on a roll,
series.
guys. I'm on a roll.
You,
See, while we're there, can I borrow the Vaporesso Gen as well?
Oh yeah, yeah.
there
The
you
red
go.
I like this game. I like this
And,
game. Can
and
we play
again,
this
he didn't say
before?
for how long. So you got it, girl. You
Mhm.
got it.
Borrow is very subjective.
yeah, because I've got the Vaporesso Gen S, which is basically the same gen with a different color scheme. So you can borrow the red one.
Lovely.
There you go.
No,
Well,
I've no chance to hammer it, God.
Yours is
Vic
called
knows how
awesome.
small
when is
I
it
am.
going to be a
So,
damn
Gail,
vape
when
event?
you borrow, I'll send you my address so you can borrow it to me as well.
No, Speed. I wouldn't do that to my cherub. No, I'll be in touch soon, right?
Because that Voxpo thing was a major disappointment. So when is there going to be a damn another vape event? There's none here.
There's not going to be a walk-in real life vape event in the UK.
See,
Even the one next May's up. Big
what they
crowd.
need to do
Oh.
instead of making it a retail thing, right? Because obviously retail vape events are done.
Wait, are you holding
It's
up the
not
whip
worth
that
it.
you use on Scuba?
No, the whip.
That's a
this is
damn
the
back scratcher.
So they
Oh,
need to just
okay,
do
okay.
a social vape event instead of a retail vape event because the retail ones are dead. No one, all it is pods and juice. Or the last one we went to was pods and CBD, which neither
Hell, we go to
I
the
have.
vape events for the social part of it any damn
Right.
way.
So
Really?
The
just,
vape events here, in the UK is usually a good mix because there only is one big vape event in the UK now.
There is.
Yeah.
I mean, the expo that they put on in Birmingham is a fantastic
Yeah, but
event.
Vic,
It really
are
is.
they going to have it at all this year?
Vic's just
Nah.
gonna have to keep renting bigger and bigger offices until he can host his own. Like,
Screw it.
So-
Rent the whole
so-
building.
Great
Just take
idea.
the whole damn
Yeah,
building.
no, I was just going to
No,
ask, how many
yeah.
offices are in that building?
Munchkin,
I
you
think
just
there's a
come up with a
total-
great idea. That's what I'll
I
organise the
know.
next
Well,
week.
it was dire
I
thing.
think
Yeah.
there's a total of about 25 separate units.
So
Yeah.
you're up to what percentage now?
It's only
And of
up.
course, there's two massive wings where the call center used to be. That's taken up
So-
half the building.
It's a big,
If
it's
there's
quite
like
a big building.
24, 25, and you've got 4 of them now, you're at 25% of the building.
Hmm.
Well, you stop
So
So
trying to
you're
Right.
you're the
Like,
majority of the building now.
Technically, I am. Yeah.
So you're the big voice.
Speed. Speed. Shh.
Yeah.
Shh.
Okay.
Don't you be getting too big for your boots.
Right.
Vic,
if
never
you
mind.
get too
You're a
big, you're gonna
peon.
need to block
Sorry,
out
you're
one of them
just a
walls to
peon,
get in
Vic.
the office.
Yeah. Sheboygan, the whole COVID thing, I know that they want to get all the kids back in school and all that, but all they're doing is trying to reintroduce a virus. If that happens, well, I know they're not going to do the schools because that would be the instant respread of the COVID virus if they open the schools because everybody that went back to school would go and catch it and then spread it to all their parents and stuff at home, and then it would spread to and then we'd have so many
Another
deaths we
fucking
couldn't even
lockdown.
count it.
Unfortunately, when it comes to
Kids
viruses
do
and
get the
bacteria,
virus. Yeah.
schools are a petri dish.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, they are.
They are.
So here's the thing: our children in Scotland go back to school on Wednesday.
Mhm.
Really?
Really?
Yep.
Yeah.
Damn.
Our youngest is still at school, and she's actually quite nervous about going back.
Yeah.
What
Oh,
they're
yeah,
doing is
yeah.
they're easing it in, and there's going to be certain days for certain years, and the other days are going to be distance learning. But yeah, she's quite nervous about going back, but they all start back on Wednesday.
See, I think, I mean, it might be hard for parents, but just like they stagger classes where you have certain classes on one day and certain classes on another, maybe stagger the kids going in. Now, I know here locally, they're doing it virtual for the first couple months.
Let's see. If they
But,
start on Wednesday,
when you're talking K through 8, at least in this state, and when I went to school, which that was a long time ago.
See, to me, it's not about the kids getting it and dying. It's the kids getting it and bringing it home to their parents.
Right. And not
Or
only
their
that, but
grandparents.
the kids bring it home to their parents, who then bring it into the office and then
Right.
spread it around to everybody else.
Yep.
But here's the thing. So for like me, I had to shield here for like the 12 weeks, 13 weeks. I've actually hardly been out. I've been out 3 times since January. If our daughter was to bring it home to me, I could seriously end up ill with having asthma and COPD. They've told me that they won't put me on a ventilator, that'll be it. So that's the
Oh,
worry. That
Yeah.
is the worry. Do you know what I mean? If they bring it home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
damn. Yeah,
Okay,
see
scary.
that.
It's not about fear, it's about common sense. I don't want to get an
Yeah.
illness that could potentially cause lasting side effects if I don't have to. Just
Mm,
like if there was a
Yep.
massive flu outbreak, I wouldn't be going out and hanging out at the bars and kicking it with a bunch of strangers. I'm just not going to do it, whether it's the flu
Absolutely.
how
or
long is
COVID.
the incubation
So,
period for the COVID virus? If it's like 2 weeks,
Up
and if
It's
saying
two
about
weeks.
up to
weeks.
2 weeks.
so, if they start back
Yes.
school Wednesday, I want to check the
Mhm.
cases of the COVID virus over in the
Right.
UK
And the
after
No,
second
two
wave
don't
virus.
weeks.
check the cases in Scotland because Scotland's approach is totally different from England.
So
Oh,
Scuba,
okay.
for this country, I'm sorry, dude, but you're overthinking it.
Overthinking
We
it?
don't do that here. We're like, yeah, no, it's fine. It's fine. You're good to
The
go.
education system has nothing to do with the economy. The economy here
Right.
is still fucking booming. People are going to work. You know, the only thing with the kids going back to school is daycare. It's hard to afford that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep.
Well,
Jobs can
Yeah,
be
so
done
let's not
for
give
home.
people more
Now,
money.
the people that can't afford daycare because they're working shitty minimum wage jobs or whatever. I mean, even if you have a good daycare is fucking expensive. It's extremely expensive for daycare, especially if you have more than one child. So if you cannot work from home, if you have a job that is manual labor, I feel for those people because what are they going to do? But at the same time, school is not your
Well,
babysitter.
it
So we
but
shouldn't
Right.
open
here's the thing
schools
though.
just to
Here's the
have a
thing.
place to put the
So you've got
kids.
somebody who has to go into a job.
Right.
They're the people that have to have daycare. Unfortunately, they're the people that are barely making minimum wage.
Right. Yeah.
That's the part that sucks.
Hmm.
yeah.
The
I
people
got
that
to
can
answer.
afford the daycare are working at home. They don't need it.
Right. And
Do
see,
you know
I'm
what
lucky
astounds
because
me?
my office has two people in it. So, I don't have to worry about that with the social distancing. I still have clients come in. They
So
sit at the
you are
other end of the
daycare.
table. Um, well, I mean, my kid's 25, so I don't really have to worry about daycare. But it's just a matter of
What
I'm a
happened
lucky
there,
one. There's
Moose?
a lot of other lucky people um, that don't have to worry about that, and I feel for the people that do. But pretending that it's not a thing um, is not a risk I'm willing to take, even if it doesn't kill you. The effects from it, from what I understand, can be long lasting
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
and and can affect you for the rest of your life. Why
Hell
take
yeah.
the risk if you don't have to?
Well,
You
not
know?
only that, but think about if you get it, you may not even know you have it.
Right.
Absolutely, yeah.
Asymptomatic.
Yeah, and you could be
Zan was
passing that
tested
on to
last week.
somebody else that it could kill him,
Hmm.
Zan was actually
and you
tested
won't
for
know
it
it.
last week. He wasn't very well. He had a temperature and he wasn't feeling well at all. And they sent him for the test, and he had it
Yep.
test done, and it came back negative. But we were on lockdown. We even had to keep the kids the other side of the house
Yeah,
Hmm.
for
yeah.
4 days until we got the test back. But you know what amazes me? We were sitting here earlier talking about people that don't know how to use soap and water. And all of a
Right.
sudden, you're trying to educate people that they've got to wash their hands.
Well, let's
But
not get
what
back
are
on
our
to Mr.
chances?
Stinky here.
Right.
What are our chances?
Yeah.
Well, and a lot of people don't. All like the soap disappearing. What the fuck were you people buying before? I mean,
I know,
Yeah,
right?
really,
what were you
really. Yeah.
doing before? Why is all the soap gone all of a sudden? Were you not using this previously?
Exactly.
Yeah, it's amazing. Now, when I have clients come in, I sanitize the chairs, the armrest on the chairs. I sanitize the pens. I sanitize the table. We have masks, so if someone comes in without one, you're putting one on, or you can go sign in your car.
Yeah.
Um, You know, I the way I see it is I know a mask is not going to protect me or them 100%. But if someone's going to cough on me, just like you teach your children, when you cough or sneeze, what do you tell them to do?
Cover your mouth.
Cover your mouth. So, would you rather someone cough directly in your face, or would you rather them cover their mouth?
Now, along those lines, though, I just got to bring this up. Heard on the way home today, the dentists are saying that there is a problem with disease related to the masks because
What?
all the bacteria from when you're breathing is not escaping; it's staying right there. So it's coming back in, and it's causing problem with your gums and your
So,
teeth.
do
Fuck away and
doctors
shite.
that wear these masks all day
Yeah.
long at the hospitals have these
Right,
Away and
all of a
shite.
sudden
right,
this is
Honest to
something new for the
God.
general public? Well, like
and
I've
it's
heard with hypoxia that you're gonna
yeah.
the oxygen's not gonna get to your brain. If you're worried about that, that ship has sailed.
This,
Honest to God.
this is the one thing, and there's a number of people in my Facebook feed that say, "Oh, I'm not wearing a mask. I'm not wearing a mask. It's unhealthy." And I just say to them, "Okay, I'm going to say to your surgeon the next time you're in hospital getting some kind of operation,
Yeah, you don't need
you
a
don't need to
mask.
wear a mask."
Oh, you're all right.
It's
It's
just
That
fine.
shuts them up
Good point.
immediately.
Good
yeah.
point.
I mean, it's a very minor. Well, I
It's a
actually kind of
minor
like.
inconvenience,
Yeah,
but for
I'm
peace of
kind of
mind.
getting used to the mask because I don't have to cover my mouth when I yawn. I don't have to worry about making that fake little smile at people when I see them because all they can see is my
Oh,
eyes. I
the
don't
funny
have to
part
worry
is
about coffee
I
breath when
can
I'm doing a
I
closing
can
because I'm wearing a
scowl at
freaking mask.
people. I
Yeah,
can be, mouthing
I can
stuff off
call
to them,
someone a
Thank
and
you,
they
dump truck
cannot
Kathy.
to
tell
their
what I'm
face.
saying.
They'd never know. Yeah.
The hell are you
Damn,
holding up,
Vic.
Vic?
He
Now,
got some Chinese mask.
I actually don't need to wear the mask. I've got a health exemption and
Yeah.
I don't need to wear it. Okay, my doctor said to me, you don't need to wear it, Gail, if you don't want
Mm,
to. And here you can download this lanyard and all this thing so
yeah.
people know you don't need to. But I've made the choice that if I'm outside the house, I will wear a mask.
Mm.
Because I think it's a very selfish attitude to have. I don't know whether I'm carrying. I might have it and not know and be a carrier. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
So for the
yeah.
sake of being uncomfortable, and yeah, it does make it a wee bit more difficult for me to breathe. But for the sake of an hour or 2 hours or however long I'm out of the house, I would rather have the
Well,
peace of mind of knowing that I'm doing my bit to not pass it on to other people.
and here it is the law. You have to
Mhm.
wear a mask, and Gail, like you're saying, unless you meet these
Well, they
conditions.
should be able to, John Q,
But
as long as actually everybody does it. And the fact is that they don't,
the
which
the
is the
problem
problem.
is they do wear the mask,
Mm,
but it barely covers their mouth, not even their nose.
right,
It's like, really? If you're gonna put it on, do it right.
right.
Who wears
Seriously.
it and they wear it on their chin like this?
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm
Exactly.
sorry, right? But are they lobotomized? Are they
Yeah.
like common sense people? I
Yeah. I
don't
mean,
know.
as far as the wearing a mask, I really don't
Exactly, Vic. That's it. That's it
legislate
right
See,
that.
there.
that one's not covering
or
your nose at all. There you
Yeah.
go. That's
No, see,
better.
when you wear it on your chin, you
Yeah,
look like you're out on a
I
date.
haven't seen that view yet, but yeah,
No,
you're
I've
right.
seen
or
people.
or oh,
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
No, and I see
Well,
that
like
a
the
lot.
ones where they leave their nose out, that doesn't bother me as much as the people that just have it around their chin because the
Yeah.
what you're trying to prevent is the cough because you breathing out of your nose does not expel
yeah,
moisture
I
Actually,
don't
droplets
it
as much
imagine.
does.
as if
It
you cough.
does.
I
It
said
does.
as much. So if you're breathing out of your nose normally, your droplets aren't getting as far
These are
as
the
if you
ones I
were to
like.
cough.
Do you know what gets me? The people that have cut a hole in their mask so that they can smoke their fag or eat their food. Are you serious?
I saw one where he had on two masks and had it rigged so when he opened his mouth, the mask separated so he
I've
could.
seen that. Yeah,
I
I'm
saw one
absolutely.
that was like,
Haven't
"I'm
seen
gonna
that.
start filling my mask with M&Ms so I can just snack like a horse all day long." That's a good idea. I should try that.
So
Yeah,
this is hilarious. We're past 10:30 Scuba's time. He just got up and walked away. He's like,
he
I'm
did.
done.
I don't know where he went. I think he went to go the bathroom there, but yeah. Well, I was talking to one of my coworkers. She's into the K-pop stuff, right? So like when the mask thing came out, she's like, "I'm ready," because apparently in some of the Asian countries, the
It's
mask they're so used to wearing them all the time just because people cooties, right? it's a fashion statement over there. So she's got all kinds of masks with faces on them and whiskers and all kinds of shit. So it
Oh
doesn't
heck, I'm seeing
bother
them
me at
in the
all.
news where they're
Yeah.
selling diamond masks.
Oh,
Oh, for fuck's
Okay,
hurry.
well that's a bit much, but yeah.
Yeah, no, Vic,
Hurry.
same attitude. I'm like, really, really,
Oh,
There's
diamond
mine.
that
mask.
one on.
Oh, there you go. See,
Yeah, I got a
I think
blue
it's
one.
funny when you pull in a parking lot and you can see everybody putting their masks on like we're about to go rob a bank.
I know, is it
I like
really?
it. Yeah, it amuses me.
See, I struggle because when I've got the mask on, I can't really pull the resting bitch face. It doesn't work as well. But
Yeah.
my friend said that my eyes just say it all, so I'm all right. I don't
They
need
Yeah,
do.
to
you
when I
can't
When you
go.
hide
did
the
that,
little
when you do
eyebrow
that,
wrinkle right
I
there.
totally get that bitch face.
Yeah, we're all right then.
I don't know if Vic has
I'm
this
surprised
problem.
they didn't do that before, Sue, considering I didn't realize they were as popular as they were in other countries, that they are a
Really,
fashion
When I
statement.
breathe out, it
women
fogs up my damn
blouses.
glasses. I can't see a damn thing.
Same here. Same
See,
here.
with
Yeah.
the ones that we have like that, it doesn't fog up my glasses, but the regular the paper surgical medical
Yeah.
type mask, those do fog up my
I
glasses.
just fold a bit of tissue and put it along the top part there, and it stops the glasses
Yeah.
fogging up.
Ah,
Amazing.
Oh, there we go.
it does come with some weird looking filter things too that go with
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, they just stick on the end. I don't even bother with the filter. Like I said, the mask is just from keeping the cough directly on people. If someone's
It,
standing behind me like Bunny breathing on the back of my neck, I would rather their face be covered if they're going to hack up on
I
my back.
I would just turn around and punch him.
Do
Seriously.
that to me, their face is going to get backed right out a fucking door. I'm sorry.
Well, yeah, but yeah.
No,
Whack.
no, done. But it's. I don't do being in personal people's coming into your personal space like we were
Yeah,
talking.
I've got a bubble. I've got a bubble.
Somebody
that
did it to Vic at Expo, and I took exception, didn't I, Victor?
Yep.
Well, that's
What?
why the whole quarantine thing hasn't really affected me much because I don't people well anyway. So there's really nothing about my life that's changed except I put on a mask to go to the grocery store.
Yeah, I'm
So
the
I
same.
stay
Well,
the fuck away
and
from
the nice
people
thing
anyway.
is I can
So
say
stay away
F
from me.
you and they don't even know.
Right? Yeah. Get out of
I
my
have
way.
no
you
issue with saying
fucking
that to
moron.
people
Yeah.
anyway.
Mhm.
That's a regular daily occurrence for me,
It
Speed.
still feels like I had the mask on for like 30 seconds. I swear it still feels like I have it on.
Mhm.
Damn, that feels weird.
I think it's going to be the new norm for us, isn't it? It's the
It
new.
is. At least for the next year and a half.
Hey,
Well,
That mask is going to be there.
what's interesting though is like other countries have adopted the mask in flu season to where when they
Oh
go
yeah.
out in public they just wear it automatically.
Yep.
So I don't it's made me think a lot more about people cooties because I worked in the public in the courthouses a lot, so I was constantly touching computers and
Yeah,
mice and other equipment that other people have had their hands on that I just saw you hacking up a lung 5 minutes ago. So I was an avid hand washer anyway.
absolutely. Yeah.
I always had when I was a nurse's aide back in the day when hand sanitizer was brand new that you couldn't buy it at CVS. I always had it.
Yeah.
So the mask thing is just like I might next flu season I'll bust my mask out because y'all are keeping this shit away from me.
hey, here's a tip for you
I'm the same one.
guys. When somebody cuts you off in traffic, you know, they can't really hear what you're saying through glass, but
Right?
if you say asshole,
They know what that
you
is.
can you can see, you don't even need to hear it. You can see by their lips that they
Right.
said asshole.
Scuba, I don't do that. I wait and then I roll my window down and I chap their window.
Yeah.
And then I tell
Really?
them,
See, that's probably not a good idea to do that here. That's a good way to get
That's
yourself shot.
that's
But
yeah, you could probably get
no,
shot
I'm
here.
not a germaphobe. I just don't want your fucking cooties. And like I said, I just saw you hacking up a lung 5 minutes
Yeah.
ago, and your nose has been
Same.
running
I've
for the
always
past
used
week.
I've
So I
always
don't
used
want your
hand
shit.
sanitizer.
Yeah.
I mean, I've
I mean,
always
look,
used hand sanitizer, but especially like at the expos, like we
those of
speak
us
about
that
phone.
have been to a vape convention know what con crud is,
Yeah.
right?
Oh,
Oh,
not the con
And
crud.
if
Oh my
there was a
goodness.
way, if we try to avoid that, right? So what's the difference between trying to avoid COVID?
I don't usually
You know
get
what I mean?
con crud. I get con
Yeah.
Mickey Mouse voice.
Well,
My
yeah, you did kind of turn into
I
Mickey
think it's
there a
from
little bit.
yelling during the, because they always want you to yell and stuff, and I would do
That's
that,
You're
and
why I
I'd
don't
just
use antibacterial soaps
lose
either.
my
you're
voice.
better off being Mickey Mouse than Minnie Mouse.
Yeah,
True.
it was definitely the Mickey Mouse. Albie took a very short recording. It was hilarious trying to talk to the waiter because our waiter was gay, and I think he thought I was making fun of him. I was like, dude, my voice is just shot.
Yeah.
I'm
Well,
not
what did
making
you
fun of
say
you.
that our waiter had a little sugar in his tank? Yeah. So
Well, he
I can
was.
I can use like,
He had a little
is
sugar in his
that
tank,
his
but
real voice? And it's like, well, okay, he's lost his voice, so that's not what he usually
I was
sounds
like,
like.
yeah,
But he's not
I need
mocking you.
50 hot
Yeah.
wings. Give me
He's
50
like,
hot wings.
yeah,
It
you
was
don't have Bud
hilarious,
Light on
dude.
tap.
and
Just
he
no
was
Bud Light on tap.
and he was looking at me like, "Are you making fun of me?" And I'm like, "No, dude, my voice is gone. Trust me." I thought it was funny as hell.
It was very amusing.
I
Yeah,
don't know why.
Concord's not nice.
My
It's not
voice was
nice at
just
all.
gone though. Yeah, Concrete is a thing for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All
I
right.
learned
I've
I learned my
escaped
lesson after the first ever
mostly
expo with that one. I was
unscathed.
ill.
Yeah. I've gotten, just a little cold afterward, never full blown con crud, but yeah, just all those people touching everything. And okay, look, I'm down
Yeah.
at ass level. I know what your personal hygiene standards are, and they're
Oh.
just non existent. So I really don't want to touch anything after you have. You. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
before Speed does it, because I know he's about to do it,
Yep, I am.
I want to thank Speed, Munchkin, Vic, Gail, all for coming on the show tonight. I had a blast. I thought it was.
It has been a pleasure. Gail, Munchkin, Vic, I appreciate all of you being on here. And Scuba, that goes for you too.
No, no. I'm just a tag along, y'all.
Vic
Well,
got
you're
that.
kind of a requirement, dear.
I apologise for crashing your show again, Scuba. It's becoming a thing.
I love when y'all come on the show,
No.
man. That you see how long
Crash
the
it.
show went, and people are all
I
like,
haven't even looked.
it's
Oh, here it's
great.
nearly 4 o'clock in the morning.
No,
Yeah.
and Scuba, I'd be fine hanging around, but I've got all this nice curries sitting downstairs.
You've
and
got what?
I haven't had
Grease,
curries.
curries. Oh, I thought you said I have all this nice grease downstairs. I'm like, what are you gonna do? You gonna roll around in the grease? All right.
Well, that might be fun too.
He's got something else going on completely.
Oh my goodness,
But
Speed.
but I'm hungry. I haven't eaten yet.
We had
I hear
pizza
you.
before the show. Yeah.
I'm so stupid. I was going to end the Zoom meeting and leave the show broadcasting. That would have been really hilarious.
That would have been
Thank
great.
you
Scoob,
so
you're
much
such a
for letting
noob.
me
What the fuck?
I guess that means we're done here.
Yeah, well,
Hey,
because we
everybody,
could
have
talk
a
about
great
this all
weekend.
night.
Mhm.
Y'all
Been a
have a
lot of
great
fun.
weekend. Stay.
Good night, everybody.
Keep your social distancing. Don't
Stay the
catch the
fuck out of
COVID.
my bubble.
There you go.
Yeah.
Good
Well,
night, everybody.
you can put your stinky ass in front of our face. That's fine.
No, that's still in my bubble.